All right, take two. Take two, because we tried doing this yesterday. We're going to try flying from Moline, Illinois. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. All the way back to Providence. This was supposed to be the private 737 flight with yours truly after the Airshow. But I guess it's still valid. I'm going to take it off to Dallas for real, in real life, for a trip to see my niece on Wednesday. So we're going to try to knock this stuff out. And I didn't mute the mic this time. In fact, I made sure it's kind of going through. So you sure hear everything. All right, no controllers are online as of now on VATSIM, but we're also going to try doing that. We're going to try doing live ATC whenever it's available. I'm going to put myself out on the line and do that. It's not nerve-wracking for me. It's different because it's commercial IFR flying instead of GA, which is very freedom. I got my squawk code already though, so we're going to figure this all out together. And I got through like the pre-flight, the setting up of the plane, if you will, yesterday using this 737 flow from Ryanair. So yeah, we're gonna try our best here. All right, anyways, we're in the 737-800 today, and we're gonna make things happen. Okay, all right, so we'll start up again. So we got ground power on already, battery going on, emergency lights going on, ground power is on. I'm gonna double check. There you go, that's why everything's lit up still. And again, we would be back here in real life, so, that's why you have all this flow going on right here. So gear down at 3 green. Also gonna check the upper panel, 3 green. Flaps are up, indicators up, flaps up there, no lights. Fire test, we're gonna test the left fire. Let me try to get the seat here, it makes it a little easier. Okay, left. And right. Looking good. We're going to test the squibs, which is the extinguishing foam-ish type stuff that is for the engines. So if this thing could just go to the right for me. There you go. There you go. Both sides. All right, we're good. Okay, manual gear extension. We're going to go back to the back of the plane. That'd be this panel down here. We've got to make sure it's closed, but you'd pull that from the manual gear extension if you need it. Emergency. Circuit breakers, we checked that they're all in. You'd see white collars on these things if you had a problem. Looks good there. Looks good there. Alright, I don't know what the heck we're flying in to Dallas. It's JetBlue, so I'm expecting it'll be an Airbus of some sort, but we'll see. Escape rope is there. We're good. Secure flight recorder test is up here. We're going to flip this up. Flip that switch inside. Light goes off, flip it back on, light goes back on. Mock airspeed test, 1, 2. Stall warning, 1, 2. Very good. IRS going to set to nav, that's the navigation computer. I don't know what IRS is short for other than Internal Revenue Service. Ha ha ha, oh, bad. Alright, lights, we're going to test the lights, get back in the cockpit seat here, testing the lights. Seems to be functioning. I still have to figure out how to get that graphic to switch to the code from my plane, because I did do a special delivery on this, so I'll figure that out eventually. There's a lot of graphics in this PMDG. Okay, we're going to test the oxygen out. We're going to see the X in here. Alright, good. Lights test is off. And we start with the FMC. Once again, I'm using SimBrief free version. I just went to briefing and popped in all my details, so here we go. Fuel. FS Actions fuel. We gotta load the plane fuel. Okay, that's not enough to make it, so we're gonna enter the block fuel, which again is on the briefing here on SimBrief. So, where are you? I like to look at the main briefing sheet for this. Briefing preview. There we go. All right. It says block fuel is fin, res, and alt, right? Block fuel. This says block fuel is 18,056. That rounds up to 18,1. Add another just for security. 18,200 pounds of fuel. About a third full. All right, zero fuel weight should be about 174. I'm sorry, 138.3, which is that's where it is. Okay, position net. Gotta go to return menu, FMC, pausing it, next page, copy of this coordinate here. JT, what's up, man? I got to milling that thing right before I started streaming today. Entered in the initial GPS coordinates here. Happy birthday, by the way, because if I don't get to see you while I'm in Dallas, I want to say happy birthday. So, all right, route, FMC, route, origin. We're leaving from, sorry, Kilo Mike Lima, India. Going to Providence, Kilo Papa Victor Delta Victor. Flight number. I'm using Airlines or Airways. I haven't decided yet what that is. And I put my old pilot number in from when I flew for Universal Airlines way back in the early 2000s. So 2480. Alright, departure arrival. Departure from KMLI, still runway 13. There are no standard departures, so we'll leave that there. Go to route. Excuse me. Departure arrival. Actually, I'm sorry. Did activate, we don't activate, next page, enter route. Alright, let's go to this page, next page. Here we go. Alright, we're going direct to Juliet Oscar Tango. And then we're going direct to Charlie X-Ray Romeo. And then we're going to Sierra Foxtrot Kilo. I did change one setting, my OBS. I went back to 1080 from my base because I was having it sampled down. But alright, then we have to go to departures and arrivals. Arrive in Providence, runway 23 hopefully. ILS on that. It's the Whipper 3 arrival. So we're good on that. Route checks for discontinuity. Activate. And then route. Next. Yeah. There's the discount. I always get a discontinuity. We just do that and move it up there. And then we're going to check again. Look good. Missed approach is in. Alright. That is in. Our whole route is in. What's up, man? Jake the Sweat. Nice to see you. Yeah, we're doing airliners again. I usually don't do a lot, but I wanted to step it up recently, so we're gonna try our best. This is using the Ryanair flowchart. There's a whole perfect video on this online, so we're taking it one step at a time. Cost index from the briefing says, sorry, what does it say? Cost index. All right, is it something big?
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for coming in, Jim Hudson. I mean, I'm willing to do it. I just have to get it done in advance. It's not going to be as intricate as it was this year because I basically already have models and I learned how to put them in, which was the biggest problem I had. I spent 3 days learning that it doesn't go in the traditional way. So I'm willing to do it. Yeah, I mean, again, it's not the most ideal time to run that for me, but we already discussed that, and I will work on it in advance. It won't be a rush job, so it's all good. JT, I'll check that in a second. I kind of want to get that all in there. But yeah, I'm willing to do it. Cost index 3.8. Okay, and reserves fin, res, and alt. 4,599, so go 4.6 there. That's my reserves. 0 fuel weight, just double click and it puts it in for me. Very good. Altitude is flight level 370. Does that make sense? Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Is it going to be in the same place though? That's the only thing I need to know, because which if it is, it's really easy. It's just updating that graphic to say a 6 on it. Because I don't think there's, I mean, I might add a couple more things, but I mean, if it was good enough already, then it'll be definitely doable. I have to change that 5 to a 6. That's about it. So, yep. Well, and that's fine too. It's just putting the graphics down. So I'll get there. Yeah, I can do it. I'll probably do it this summer, so that way I'm not worried about it, and then could add extra things if time allows. That's what I'm thinking. Altitude is 370, I believe. top climb 370. It is. The winds are 278 at 33. Yep, we'll get it done. No problem, my friend. All right, cruise wind, top climb, trans, we don't have to worry about that in America because it's usually flight level 180. Exact that. All right, good. And one limit. This is to control the speeds. We have to do the calculations over here on the Eric flight, electronic flight bag, runway 13, if I remember right. Yep. All right. So, might help to put in the code. Quad City International 13. Okay. I'm going to do 5 degrees of flaps. I've just been doing that, so it doesn't take much import the weather. Calculate. It's going to give me all my V speeds there, so that's why we have to do that. So, this was all foreign to me. Because as a private pilot, we kind of do our thing, you know what I'm saying? Select SEL. Select the temperature, that's what we have, 30 degrees Celsius, and that's still in Celsius, so I'm going to do that. Okay, okay, take off, just down here, I entered 5 degrees of flaps. Okay, V1 is 145. See that Microsoft Flight Simulator already has it in there. I don't know if 2024 does, but we'll have to see on that. Okay, rotate speed is 146. Again, this took a long time for me to get down, but I feel a lot more confident on things and what's going on. Never used to do this in the virtual airline days. All right, set V2 speed in the main, or the basically over here. So what was V2 again? 152. I make it look so good, don't I? But it took me forever to learn all this stuff. Okay, set takeoff trim, which was calculated here. Oh, center of gravity. 4.85. So I think it's my encoder card. It doesn't like taking the 4K and downsampling the 1080. But we'll just go with it. Alright, next page. I usually don't touch this. Accelerate, reduction height, all that stuff. I just leave it the way it is. So, alright. Final flow in the overhead. You got damper on. Nav, all normal and auto, good. Displays, we're good. Fuel pumps on. We do have fuel in the center tank, I believe. Let's double check that. Yes, we do. Not much, but it's going to be there. So let's get all these pumps on. Cross-feed switch. We're going to check that. It's going to dim slightly. In case we have to transfer fuel between tanks. I had to do that when I test things before. AC and DC monitors are good. Galley. There is no galley light here. So we're good on that. Okay, electrical panel. The 737, I think 700, has a galley on it. Electrical panel is required. Panel circuit breakers required. That's these things right here. We're not going to light those up. It's daytime. Equipment cooling normal ×2. Emergency exit lights are armed. I'm going to fasten seat belts at this time. Wipers are parked. Window heats are on. I know people give Ryanair a lot of crap, but this is the only real good video I've seen to fly the 737. Probe heats off. Anti-ice off. I like to thank the guy that wrote this all out too. Hydraulic pumps on. Trim air is not. It's over here actually, and that should be on, I believe. Yep, on. Recirculation fans are auto. Packs are both auto. Engine bleed is on, as these two in the bottom here. APU bleed's off because you don't have the APU on. Flight altitude, and this is where it crashed yesterday, but it's doing a lot better. I think it has to do with the capture card. And the altitude at Providence is still in there from yesterday. Providence. Let's take an airport diagram. Get that from there. Okay. Elevation is about 50. It's just the pressurization, so that way no one dies back there when we go high, you know. And I want to leave it on auto. It'll do everything itself. Alright. Lights as required. Logo on at night, so we'll keep the logo off. Wheel well is required. I usually turn it on Position should be steady and not strobing, so there you go. Okay, APU, we're going to start it. If you don't know what this is, it's another engine on the plane that will power the electronics and stuff. We see engine gas temperature go up as it starts up, so it's starting up an engine right now. Go to our next things here. Heading, we're going to go to the autopilot or the master control panel here. I think that's what the MCP stands for. And to the runway heading, we are departing runway 13, so we'll go 130. If I go with the real chart, that'll tell me, so we'll do that. It's 126. Aux power unit. You know what I'm saying? I haven't switched over to the AP yet. It's just starting. So you know more than I do, I think, JT, on this. But I've tried hard. Tried hard to learn it. I never really did all this fancy stuff in the past when I flew airliners for virtual airlines. Okay, course. We're going to head out on a course of approximately 90 degrees. Oh, I should go the other way. It's starting to rub off on me again. Will I play it all the time? Probably not, but it's good to switch it up. And the problem I have is I'm not young anymore and I have family and stuff, so I don't get as much time as I used to. But we're good. Alright, we'll set the course here. Actually, inbound and outbound. So actually my course should be the runway heading, 126. Let's keep it there, and then we'll keep the course on the other side, on the co-pilot. I'm tempted to buy the FS to crew co-pilot stuff there. So we'll see what happens. But this will get me on course here. We'll have to see. Hopefully I do this right. Sometimes I do mess things up, especially in the landing. I'm too high, but well, we're gonna try. We're gonna go for it. Cleared level. We're gonna say we're cleared to maintain 10,000. So I guess before we do this whole pre-departure flow, we would get clearance now after I start the APU. Does that make sense? Okay, did we turn the APU on? Start, engine gas. I don't think we did. Alright, I'm gonna say climb and maintain 10,000. Flight director's on the left first, so that way it knows I'm the master. I am the master. I am the master.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Don't. Alright, QNH. That's because it's European. Let's get some. We'd already get our briefing and everything. So 3007. Auto brake. RTO. Master flight director, which is down here. That should be having some hydraulics there. That's all the hydraulics, just to make sure we got hydraulic pressure and stuff. Check this, left eng. There you go. Alright, parking brake set. We're gonna hit the brakes first, make sure they're working. And then we pull the parking brake. Pink has a red light. It's locked. Okay, config check. We're gonna advance the throttle so we share a warning. Which we did. Good. Alright, start levers are cut off. They are. They're down there. Stabilizer trim. Over there it's normal. Radio set and check. We're gonna go to KMLI ground here. And then ground services, because that's what we think. I think it's the second or third time I've done it, but you notice that I've committed to it now. I have a background for it. So, alright, we got them on there. Alright, clearance squawk. I'm gonna go with the VATSIM squawk of 1360, right? It like screamed at me and I was like, what? And that's because there was none, and they gave it to you. We're at 1360, so let's do that. That is right here. Okay. Nope, 0. Wrong one. Come on, I'm kind of impressive now. I kind of got this down somewhat, right? Do standby on that. Okay. Alright, now, this tells you that I'm the master pilot because it's set to 1, so I'm the one controlling it. 2 would be first officer. Rudder and aileron trim down here. We set it at 0. Safety inspection, perform checklist. Surfaces and chocks. Maintenance status. Batteries on. Electric hydraulic pumps are on. Batteries on. Landing gear lever. I always want to say lever. I'll say lever, but people say lever. Why lever? She seemed fine to me. Oh God, yeah. Just saying. All right, landing gear, ship's library. All right, before starting, APU gen both on. Let's do it. APU is on, and we're gonna let the APU control the plane now. Okay, parking brake is set. Ground power, we're gonna remove that. So ground power off, and we'll remove the ground power. Take the cart and put it somewhere else, please. Menu, press actions, services, release the ground power. Doors, we're gonna close those. So everyone's in. Close the door. We're still hooked up to the sky bridge though. I think that's what they call that, right? Alright, stairs and jetway, we'll remove those next. Which is this button right here. And that should retract. There you go. Professional, right? The door's closed. Better be good to go. That door is very close to my engine though. I don't know how I feel about that. Alright. Shocks, we're going to remove those right here. Have the parking brake on though. Alright, APU bleed is on. And then before start checklist, IRS is to nav, gear pins are removed, light test we did, oxygen we did, damper we did, nav transfer display switches are normal, this is usually what I want. Fuel required onboard pumps on. Pumps are on. Okay, cab, galley power, not needed. Doesn't have galley in this. Cab, power is fine. That's on. Okay. Oh, I know what that is now. Duh. So this is the power for the passengers and stuff.
Ground Bombardier November 800.
Alright, fasten belts is on. Window heat is on. Air conditioner packs, I'm gonna leave those on auto for now. Pressurization mode is auto. That's down here. Instruments cross-check, auto brake, RTO, hydraulics are normal. We already checked those. Speed brake, the down detent, which is all the way forward. We're good. Parking brake is set. Stabilizer trim cutout switch is normal. That's over here. Wheel well fire warning. We already checked all that stuff. Radios, taxi set, standby. This is the thing I usually miss. Run ailerons, free, takeoff briefing, PA. Blah, 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 people. Sit in your seats. We're going to Providence. FMC is set. All right, and the M1 indicated airspeed bugs are set, which is right here. So you see the V1s and stuff. All right, it's all set, like by computer. That's why you do all this. So what's that? All right. I mean, there's that, but there's also. I thought Sullivan County was already in the default if you downloaded it. So, and that seemed really good, but I'll double check that. Stabilizer trim set, performance weight and balance. We're gonna pretend we signed and sent that in. Phones off, electronic flight bag is staying right there because I like it right there. Flight deck and windows, cockpit door closed, doors closed, passengers seated. Okay, before start, we gotta turn off the packs. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Off. Off. Anti-collision light goes on. Yep, I'll figure it out. Anti-collision light is on. Parking brake is set. Transponder. Alt and off. Alternate reporting off. Yep. I had it on. Oh, that's what I meant. No, either way, it's fine. Okay, that's because we switched over, so we're going to do that. Alright, we're going to press push back. So let's do that. I'm also going to get the air traffic control here. Play chatter. And request pushback.
Ground EFA 2480 requesting pushback.
Parking brake's got to go off. Alright, start clearance. There is no way to do that in the sim. Do we do that on VAT sim? Like, let me know if we actually ask for start clearance, because I can't remember if we did or not, but I'm going to start anyways. Start a ground on 2. Check the N2 rise. It's going to rise over here. And we got to wait for it to get to 25%, and then we're going to start it by pushing this lever up. All right, yeah, I'm gonna check them out. I'm just gonna get up in the air first because we have time when I'm on autopilot and doing all that stuff. Here we go, push the bat. Take a look outside. There's the tug. Not much clearance here, but it's mostly regional jets usually. I don't think they get a lot of 737s here.
Fish 1 heavy ground, what is your gate number? Gate number is 3, Turkish 1.
Okay. I'm gonna tell them to stop
Ground
now.
EFA
Even though that's
2480
probably
requesting the end of pushback.
They're gonna start number 2. And it should bounce back to
Attention,
off
293
after it starts.
Ground runway 2 left taxi Alpha Golf Zulu cross runway 22 right at Golf.
Alpha Golf Zulu, cross 22 right on Golf. Go to
Here's your
31.
N2 there. Can you hear it starting up? Alright, Cleveland Center just came on, but I don't think that's me, is it? No. Alright. It's close. But it's not me.
151, we're Fox, short of Alpha.
Alright, once that turns off, what you just heard the click there, it's off. We're going to ground number 1, start that one, 25% on the N2 there, and then we'll start this.
Zulu for 31 left, then we're cleared to cross 22 right, JetBlue 151.
And you won't be able to fly this in the marathon flight in a couple weeks, so. Menu, thank you, FMC.
Ground JetBlue 5 at 24.
Alright, we're at 25, let's start it.
Who's it, Delta?
Engine 2 is started, start valves open. Default scenery here. Starting number 1. She's ready to go. Not really feeling the butt kicker here. What's going on? Alright, anyways. That should turn off when it's done. And then I'm going to switch to the generators. Off the engines now instead of the APUs. On. On. Powers with the engines now. APUs going off.
Follows JetBlue. Monitor tower.
It's off. Ground equipment is clear. Tug is clear. It's in the back there. And the bypass pin is done. Alright, start switches both to continuous. Probe heat on. Much easier if you had an overhead panel. Engine anti-ice not needed. Packs both auto. APU bleed is off. Isolation valve is auto. Flap set. 5. I think it's 3. Yeah. Stabilizer trim. Good. Start levers. Idle. Tent. Yep. Good. Flight controls. Free and correct. Recall. We're gonna check that. That's this thing over here. Gives me all these errors. We're gonna clear that. Should be fine. Recall. MSF. We're gonna blank the lower. We're hitting engine here. There we go. Before taxi checklist. Generators are on. APU is off. Start switch is continuous. Probe heat is on. Anti-ice. Air conditioning pack auto. Isolation valve. Flaps 5 degrees. Start levers. I'm gonna say levers. I'm sorry. Flight controls and recall. Taxi lights going on before we taxi. And then parking brake is released. Gotta check. I'm gonna keep my brakes on for a second. Make sure we have no horn. No horn. There we go. Alright. Good. Max 50 before takeoff. We'll do that before we config flaps, stabilizer, takeoff briefing. That's when we get to the line. Alright, let's get to 1-3. I'm going to use my little airport diagram here. And we're going to 1-3, so we're going to cross. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 1-3, so we're just going to go to the left here. Over that way, down Foxtrot. So here we go. Alright, what's the tower frequency here? I almost forgot that. I guess I got to do it all here because none of my stuff is working. What's going on with that? I don't know. We'll do it here. Alright, so. Tower, 119.4.
Good day, it is currently Juliet, towers on 119.1. Mark 119.
Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Hello, dumb. Don't judge me too hard. It's been a long time without flying these.
Brickyard 5765, it is Juliet
119.
current at
Which I should
taxiway
have done this
Juliet.
before.
Follow Primary off the
Or
right for sequence. Monitor tower 119.1. Good.
Alright, we have Juliet. We'll follow Prime Air to our
Switch
right.
that over.
Sequence at Tower 19-1 for gear.
Tower. All right, so
with you on our visual approach 25 left.
Quad Cities traffic. Echo Airlines flight 2480 going to runway 13 via Foxtrot. Quad Cities. I guess that's what we do.
American 256, cross 25 right, turning around 175.
A little bit of engine power here
Clear
to
cross
the
25
left.
right, ground point 75. You have an high American 256.
Boy, it's really slow. Get it going forward first, I guess.
1744, contact departure today.
Departure 1744.
Allegiant Airlines over there. Well, this is interesting. Now I've got my butt kicker going nuts. Foxtrot would be this way. I don't know why my butt kicker is doing that. Unless it's reading the ground there.
Air Italy 944 heavy tower, runway 25 right, full length, minus 08.
Why is this going so slow?
Set up and wait 25 right, Italy 944.
Parking brake is off. Let's go. Let's do it. Get it rolling. Here we go.
America 163 is on the visual 25 left. America 163, tower wind 24012, runway 25 left.
All right. Toby, I track her on so I can see what I'm doing here.
163.
Very cool. Seems to have some landing traffic there. Oops, I forgot to put my GPS coordinate tracking software on. Sorry about that.
Air Italy 944 heavy, RNAV Doctor, runway 25 right, left takeoff.
That's on the right Wi-Fi, because if it's not, it doesn't work. All right, so I know it's not exciting, but seeing all that stuff is kind of at least what Ryanair does.
Turn left on Alpha, taxi to parking, and that'll be landing to the left, Jetman 07 Golf.
You said it's 1360, yeah, okay. That might go faster with two pilots too, so just saying.
Tower American 670 visual.
Flow checklist here.
American 670 there. Wind 24012, runway 25 left, clear to land.
25 left, clear to land. American.
I can understand why people build full simulators if this is what you do day in and day out on it. We have to request taxi clearance if that was that sim. You know that. All right, taxi light on. Port takeoff checklist. Okay, good. Config checked. Flaps are good. With a green light. There we do. Stabilizer trim, good. Takeoff briefing, cabin secured. Push the attend button to let them know that we're good to go.
Hotel Papa, cross 25 right, contact ground point 75.
Okay, we are going to go line up. Landing lights on. Runway turn off lights are on. Position is strobe and steady. Gotta get over there. It's just the annoying thing, so many panels. Oops. This is the strobe lights basically. Turn light, taxi light, is off till, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Alright, arm the auto throttle. I like to do this before I line up. Okay, LNAV or heading. We'll go heading select for now. Because we don't really have anything. Transponder, TARA. No, I hit the ident button. Yikes. Before takeoff checklist, gotta go back here. The bottom of it. MCP set. Good. Transponder TA. Strobe lights are on, landing lights are on. Let's line up then. And then, in real life, to make it go, you push these little buttons underneath, but they're hard to reach. So I'll show you the special pushing place that PMDG made to do that.
American 670.
All right, we are lining up.
Hold short, runway 25 right at Papa.
American 670, we'll get off hotel and hold short of 25 right Papa.
It seems like this takes forever to move. It is the screw, exactly. All right, we're clear for departure. So we'd ask for takeoff clearance before we do all this. Going through that in my head so that when we get some VATSIM on here eventually, we'll be able to do it. I don't know what's up with the taxi. That's way too much. Line it up. Okay, we're in the middle. Takeoff. We're going to advance to 40%. We're going to hit the toga button. We're also going to hit the clock here. Start that over. Positive rate, LNAV. We'll make sure that that's there when we get there. I think we're good. All right, we're going to do this. Toga tracker stays on. Let's go clock. Reset it. And 40%. Everything's looking good. And then when I hit this button, this is going to be the toga button. It's a shortcut. Here we go. And everything should be set. It's just a matter of me departing now. Here we go.
Departure American 2030, I get it.
This all made sense to everybody, right?
Guys, 3325, they're going to 60.
Affirm 3325.
Occupado.
That way for V1 rotate.
Hotel short of Hotel 9, Sky 3325, thank you.
Well, it rotates like 1 knot above V1. V1. Rotate. Okay. Don't need that. That's because my center take, I gotta switch them. Pumps up, positive brake, gears up. Should be about 20. Okay. Now. Autopilot. Let's hope it actually follows it. Doesn't always do that. Probably the wheel well. Yeah. For some reason, I always get a wheel well warning. And basically what that means is the tires are very hot and the temperature sensor down there doesn't like how hot they are. Let's turn off those center pumps, see that the center tank is done. And that's it. We are good to go. Flaps. We're going to trend towards 1. See how it says 1? I'm going to set it down to 1. So here we go. Track the flaps. Track the flaps. I don't kind of like... Oh, that's because it went off autopilot. I have no clue why it did that, but it did. Hey, flaps up. I don't know why it does that. Flaps are up. Okay, good. Climb. Good. We're going to pretend that we were clear to our 37,000 feet. So we're going to make this go to 37,000. You see this thing climbs like a banshee. VNAV on it this time. Maybe that's why, because they didn't have the VNAV on. Alright. Before takeoff, yes mode, yep, good. After takeoff, pressurization, check. It's going up. This is our gauge here, so it feels like it's 500-600 feet in the cabin right now. Start switch is going off. And gear up and off it is. Altimeters, we're going to check those. Make sure they're working. It seems to be working just fine. Auto brake going off. After takeoff checklist, air conditioning good, engine start switches off, landing gear up and off, auto brake off, flaps up, no lights, altimeters are set. Alright, we'll wait for transition, then we're going to switch to standard. We'll push this button right there. I'm going to take this whole checklist off, and let's take a look inside the aircraft. Now that we're here. Tower's going to hand me off to approach here, so let's get some approach. Or departure, actually.
JetBlue 2167.
Let's just say they put me to approach right now. You should just fly this route.
243 will join it, American 2017.
Top climbs over there. And it's going right to where we want to go. At 10,000 feet, we're going to turn off the landing lights and all that stuff. Fuel. Somewhat balanced. We could, yeah, it's balanced enough. But that's why it's giving me a warning, so the center tank was done. Lights will be next at 10,000 feet.
Let's go at 240 on the heading and just fly through the localized for spacing traffic.
How am I doing? Anyone that does airliners like all the time, let me know how I'm doing right now. Staying at 250 because we're under 10,000. Everything's automated. We are recording, right? Yes, we are.
Okay. 376 heavy, bit back.
I'm still alive. Now, what does that mean, JT? Does that mean I'm doing okay? 10,000. Landing lights off. Runway turn off, and taxi lights off. APU is definitely off. They want you to double check that. Pressurization check. We're good. Seat belts. Going to auto. And recall, which is this thing up here, is fine. Okay, alright. I'm just making sure. You got me all nervous there. Alright, bank angle limiter will go to 10 degrees. That's this thing right here. That's why it can't turn more than 10 degrees on a bank turn when we get up to flight level 300. And other than that, we don't have to worry about the descent preparation until we're 80 to 100 nautical miles. So that's the last thing I have to worry about, other than getting this thing to be standard at flight level 180. Oh, okay. It looks okay though, right? It's a little hairy on the part. Alright. That behind us is Geneseo. Right there. We are doing our thing here. I copied the PMDG livery just with their like regalia. We're on our way. Well, very cool. Which 737? Because PMDG didn't make it for 2024 yet. So this is like the one to get. I mean, it's expensive as hell, but it was down to $60. So that's not my one.
300 will join up. American 27.
I fly. All right, let me know how that goes. I didn't hear bad things about it. Just don't do the Captain Sim products or anything like that. Those I heard are total crap. They're like freeware for 2000 Flight Sim 2000. Alright, this is seeing I got time and everything's working out. I kind of put it in my plan in here. So I'm going to insert all our things here. So put a waypoint JOT and Joliet. Oh, okay. This way I can kind of see what we're doing. CXR. See, I don't bother with this on the ground because then, like, you're going to be there all day anyways. You know? As long as we're climbing, I'll do it here, and that way you can see all the things on the sectional and get a visual of what's below you, even though that wouldn't be done in real life. Direct to Hotel November Kilo. Hancock. I thought it was Herbie Hancock. I didn't mention we're going to Providence, so it's going to look something like this. Let me get this to see where we're going right now.
American 1440 to send and maintain 5,000.
So that's what it looked like in GA terms, and that's where we are. American flight is 5,000 feet above us. Oh, it's over there. American Airlines. Cool. Don't be buying that Captain Sim products. But obviously I highly recommend this PMDG because it's amazing. It's, people say it's the most realistic one. So, but let me know how the iFly goes too. I got to edit all these graphics too. It took me forever to look for where these graphics are. And by the way, we didn't just touch up the cockpit. No sir. We also touched up the seating here, if you will, on the screens. So I got you. It makes sense. Yeah. This is like the only reason why I keep 2020 kind of in there. I'm gonna keep it in there for a while. But there you go. Welcome aboard Eric Flight Airlines. Touch the screen to continue. That does nothing, but pretty cool, huh? I thought it was.
3723 to send and maintain.
Let me go back to the economy class. It does get caught up on seats once in a while, so you have to kind of do this thing. If you go low, it usually will get you there. Oops, come on now. I'm caught up, everybody. Stop being caught up. Alright, I'm caught up. Ah!
2017, contact tower 118.5.
Yep. No, it could be the sim. I just want to check. Alright, the other screens are there. Just trust me on that. Alright, we're going to go back. First class only for people on this stream. Allison didn't announce our departure because I totally forgot about all those commands. That's alright.
4723, turn right heading 180.
Lavatory door doesn't open though. They had an Airbus developer at FS Expo. They like did everything. They did like the bathrooms and all this and that in their aircraft. My son flew it, and I was like, "Wow, that's kind of cool." Shoot around lined up on the seat there. All right, and at this time we also have to do the business of promoting my marathon event here. So let's do that, shall we? So in a couple weeks we will be doing a fundraising marathon for the Children's Cancer Research Fund through my participation in Great Cycle Challenge, and I want you to see this little video as it promotes it. Here we go. This summer, the sky becomes our highway, and hope becomes our destination.
4723, speed 170.
Join Eric Flight as he embarks on 2 epic flight simulation marathons, raising funds for children battling cancer through the Great Cycle Challenge. First, a journey across Canada from the Pacific coast of British Columbia to the historic city of Quebec. Then 1 week later, from Vermont's Green Mountains to the sunlit shores of Santa Monica. Every mile flown helps fund life-saving research through the I tried to let you see the flight still. Fly with us. Watch the journey. Donate if you can. Together, we can give kids a brighter tomorrow. So join me on July 26th. I know it's small. I was trying to let you still watch the flight here. That's all right. But July 26th, Saturday, 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we're going to start flying in the Family Sky Cruiser. And that'll make big. A little promo for the Sky Cruiser I'll be flying in.
This summer, take to the skies in style. Introducing the 1977 Piper Aero 3-wagon Queen Sky Cruiser. She's not just a plane. She's aviation's answer to the great American family road trip. With 4 seats, retractable gear, and 4 times the simulated wood brake, this bird's got the look of a suburban station wagon and the soul of a skybound stallion. Why just drive coast to coast when you can fly there in a machine so groovy, Clark Griswold himself would have traded in the family truckster just for a ride in this majestic metal mama. Rugged, comfortable yoke? Check. Luggage space for Aunt Edna? You bet. Built-in GPS to keep your dad from getting lost over Kansas? Absolutely. And don't forget the low-wing swagger and constant speed prop performance. Perfect for cruising at 137 knots while flying the tribe cross-country. So skip the rest stops and take the scenic route at 7,500 feet. It's the Wagon Queen Sky Cruiser, because the journey is the vacation. If you think you hate it now, just wait till you fly it.
376 heavy, contact tower 118.5. Good night.
Wait until you fly it, because it's going to be pretty awesome that we're going to take that on our marathon flight. Again, July 26th, 8 a.m. You can also sign up to fly it with us by going to my Discord, tinyurl.com/Eric Discord. All one word. Appreciate people joining the Discord anyway, so can't keep you in the loop of what I'm doing. JT knows when I'm flying all the time with that stuff, because it pops up there. But yeah, I can't keep a schedule like most, because again, I have wife and kids and things to do. I usually fly more during the summer though, because I am a teacher. I'm just doing one course online this summer, so that doesn't take as much. Why do I keep getting a master caution? I don't know. We got Cleveland Center coming up in the future. If someone could tell me why I'm getting a master caution light, I do not know why. I'm doing great on fuel and stuff, so I don't know. I did switch it over to standard, by the way. flight level 180, so we're fine on that. Top of climb is coming up. That's when we're supposed to be at 37,000 feet. Let's take a look outside. We are already north of Ottawa, Illinois. We're going to be coming up on Chicago, out there in the distance. That's what we're doing. No contrails. Yet. Let's check out our route here. You know, let this go down. Route. Nope. Legs. Thank you. That's what I meant to do. Yep, so we're still going direct to Joliet.
Just 7534.
And that's going to go. It's all programmed in. That's the amazing thing.
7534, approach altitude 999.
I think I forgot the waypoint though. Damn it.
Little 170
Right.
and
Enter another one in here. How do I do that? I don't know. Direct to... Should be for a white wiper. So. Okay. Next page should have wiper. Oh, thank the Lord. I think I know what I'm doing. Execute. Okay, so now I put in that one that I didn't have. Well, don't I feel smart? Turn on what? Chemtrails come on their own, my friend. Flight level 300, we're going to switch this back to 10 degrees. I learned how to put a waypoint in again. I didn't remember that. Do the whole calculation there. Chicago off our left. I've seen that in real life on the airliners. I also landed at, I think it was Midway, but I never left the airport. It was just a connecting flight there. That would be over there.
Left heading 360. Left heading 360.
We are on our way. It might be on by now. No, not yet. It's when it gets to the right cooling outside air temperature. Right outside Chicago, on our way to Providence. Very good. I'm just trading in case, you know, someone needs to take the plane over when we're going to Dallas. I promise that's probably an Airbus. Oh man. My dad is so paranoid about traveling, especially to the south, and like he called me the other day. I'm like, dude, I'm a private pilot. I also trained in the simulator how to fly an airliner, so I think I'm gonna be okay. I'm not gonna be one of those buttheads though. It's like, yo, I'm in the back if you need me, you know. Terrible. Registration open. Check out the chat, everyone, on YouTube and Twitch. I don't think it goes to Kick yet. I have to figure that out if I can make that happen. I think I can eventually, but you can register for a marathon. It does. Yeah, that's what Jet Pilot Simmons said, who flies it for a career. So I'd have. It all depends, but I don't really want to do that. It's actually cheaper to fly in an airliner as a passenger than it is to fly in real life as a pilot. So kind of just tells you where priorities are. Sorry, I was touching my rudder pedals. Chicago. The hardest thing I have is the descent and getting down low enough. So.
Southwest 2979. Once you make that turn, the airport's going to be 12 o'clock in about 1
But the Boeing flies itself after you program everything in. Top climb coming up to 30,000 feet. I'll switch it to 10 degrees now. Maximum 10 degree turning ability.
170 knots until a 5 mile final.
That's 1 until 5 mile final. Clear for the visual, 27 right, reverse 100.
Still have to figure out where this graphic is. But yeah, it flies itself. Cleveland. We will get some ATC, by the way. Cleveland Center's coming up, so we'll have to check in with them. I already have them on standby. 119 or 875. Whoop.
Contact the tower 118.5. Good day.
I'm gonna switch it to. I just messed this up. Stop it. We have traffic. I heard traffic. Oh, United. It's like 700 feet above us. Yep. That's the TCAS system. Over here. Does this have a traffic button? Traffic. I know it does. Oh, traffic. There you go.
America
These little things are here actually.
3,000.
Wonder where he went. I guess we went above him. That's kind of cool here at TCAS. Yeah. Don't really see them anymore. We must have passed them already.
1496.
Alright, A350. There you go. That makes sense. Yeah. It's kind of like the Cirrus Vision Jet, for lack of a better term, when they have the land itself button. I don't know. I used to fly this. This is one of the last ones I flew as a virtual airline pilot way back in the day. I think the 757 is about the biggest they got.
1738, turn left, 350 to send maintain 3000.
There you go. Break to vacate. So it breaks itself? Because that's the other thing. I have to remember F2 for the reverse thrusters, because I can't get this programmed in with the stuff I have. Maybe someday, if I fly this more, I'll get the 737 quadrant there, but I'll have to look at my options there. I'd really like to get an FMC first. We're out of coffee.
American 1496.
We're out of coffee.
300 on the Tuesday right localizer.
We're out of coffee, everybody.
Red alert. All hands stand to battle
Terrible.
stations.
Alright, somewhere here. At least I thought I did. I thought I had a soda. Could have trouble. But I have Gatorade, so don't worry. I didn't open up that soda, did I? Because it was going to explode. I dropped it on the... I don't know where I put this stuff. Oh well, flight must go on. And, oh yeah, it's tons of traffic going into like Midway or something below us. That's what's happening. Yep. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana. That might be it. Right below us it is. Oh, that's cool. Cool. That's awesome. Gary, Indiana, Chicago in the distance. We got Lake Michigan, I believe, right? Yep, Lake Michigan over there. Yep, got the contrails. Pumping chemicals. Gonna make it rain. Gonna make it rain. Oh, we're still climbing. Wow. That took a while. Your tinfoil hat. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I applaud that one. That was a good one. That was a good one. Good joke. Now it is minimum VFR at Providence last time I checked, so it's going to be interesting, but who needs that? We're not going to check out anything anyways. Yeah, it's overcast at 2100. Look what's on my window. I guess it's kind of true. We're doing the fly too high, but I'm telling you right now, the any builds Providence is awesome. Is awesome on 2024. It's way better than the fly too high, but they don't. It doesn't work in 2020. That's all right. Typos are allowed. Typos are allowed. And if you notice, my sound's not crackling anymore. So I think that setting I did on OBS is the problem, and now it's going to be fine. So I'm glad we did that before the marathon. So typos just became a verb.
American 1730, once you make that turn, the airport
All right, I gotta blow my nose, so I'll be right back. But stay tuned. I'm gonna let Otto fly the plane.
Visual approach from my Q summary, 1870 knots until a 5 mile final.
175 mile per hour.
There you go. Thanks to Otto, the autopilot taking over there for a second.
There it is.
I'll go back to the passengers.
There you go. Doesn't he look a lot better though? Like, look, he looks a lot better with the 737 cockpit behind him. He looks very official, like the movie. Yep, I'm gonna check the photos in a second. I'll just make sure I get to that top of climb, which is close. So.
190, Boeing 5696, is this our baseline?
As we pass Lake Michigan, I'm gonna see South Bend, Indiana coming up. Probably is already underneath my plane because I forget how high we're in the air. Damn, South Bend. Out in the distance. Alright, let's look at your pictures, shall we? Here we go. Ooh, we got some nice ones.
American 2590.
All right, JT, here we go.
Heading 360.
These are all my Discord, by the way. This is 2024, you can kind of tell. Top climb, Alaska Airlines there. Very nice. I like the rays there. Very nice. All right, we got more. We got more. This is the Cirrus. Looks like it. JT1. Does that say 1 or 7? 1. Okay, just checking. Following. Oh, you did some refueling in the air? Is that you? Which one are you in? The fighter or the tank or the tanker? That's cool. Wow. That looks like me the other day. During the air show. That was me at the air show. That's awesome. Very nice. Nice formation there. Cool. Alright. Yep. Hey, I tried. That was the hardest maneuver because I'd always stall that thing. How precise that is at top of climbing. Now we have traffic and everything. Alright, so when we start seeing top of descent, then we're going to start calculating. So I have to be about 80 to 100 nautical miles out. So, see if that'd be 160. This is 80. It's going to be somewhere around here when I start doing my planning. So, let's do a double check on the checklist here. Okay, 10,000, set to 10 degrees. Yep, so the next thing we're going to do is calculate our descent and all that stuff. Get 80 to 100 nautical miles from top of descent. We're just going to fly this thing for now. Excellent video, by the way, on YouTube. It's the tutorial on how to fly the 737. It is really good. It takes a while to get everything going. The carpool lane. So I don't, it's only me on the plane right now. You saw it's pretty empty, so I don't know if I'm allowed in the carpool lane.
Max 376, have your report field in sight.
Oh man. I did delete yesterday's video, seeing that it like basically froze when I went to go do the pressure setting. But oops. Nope, don't freeze up. Okay, good. Whoa, thought it froze up again. There we go. So in the cabin, it feels like it's about 8,000 something feet.
American 1313 is 6,220.
There you go.
American 1313, approach flight heading 110 vectors to the final descent.
And we're at flight level 370.
110 down to 4,000, American 1313.
I might try flying my brother's flight tomorrow. If not, it's gonna have to wait till after Dallas. So it's my brother's memorial flight. I've been doing it every year since he passed. So we're gonna take like the Honda jet or the Cirrus Vision jet or something like that, and we're gonna hike it down for Providence, where we're landing today. Hopefully landing successfully, all the way down to Dallas Fort Worth. And seeing that they released that scenery, that I think it's Indie Builds. I could be wrong on that because I can't remember who made it, but we can go check that out. Biggest problem with 2020 is I run so much scenery that it takes forever for it to load. Alright, below us over there is Elkhart, Indiana. And over here would be, what did I say? South Bend, Indiana. Chemtrails for days. Beautiful day to fly out here, though. I'm gonna yawn again. Ugh. Alright, we just kick back, relax. When I was testing out things, I watched movies. We're gonna do this a long stream, so feel free just to kick back and relax and enjoy the flight. Yeah. Enjoy the flights. See, I'm flying airlines now. I'll probably have to make a we've reached our cruising altitude or something like that. That's awesome, dude. The WinWing stuff is good. Just watch out on the customer service. But the stuff I saw at FS Expo, it was amazing. WinWing definitely had the best display. Let's put it that way. Of stuff. They had tons. They had a 737 yoke that was modeled after the real thing with force feedback and everything. That was pretty cool. So what GPU are you getting for your birthday?
American 2595 clear. I'm sorry, follow that traffic clear.
I look at the 5090s today, saying how the heck am I going to afford that someday? But really, I'd like to get a new build to keep the 3090 and then buy the card after. We're doing okay for now. Oh, there you go. Yep. The biggest complaints in the 5090, nice, nice, very nice. I want to get the 5090, but I don't feel like paying $2,800 something dollars. Nice. The VRAM seems to be important in 2024 more than 2020. Mine maxes out, but again, I run everything on ultra settings.
American 2595 Tower 185. Good day.
And it gets taxed more with GA flying down at lower levels, so go over here at the scenery, the ground scenery. There's a lot of it, but it's not downloading like the full out things there. So yeah, yep. I think VRAM is going to be very important in the future. Give me a second.
Team on 6160, turn right heading 180.
Right heading 180.
Because I have 24 gigs in this thing. But with all those settings and everything on the 2024, it like tells me I run out of virtual VRAM, if you will. And I was just not virtual VRAM. And I was like, how the heck can that happen with 24 gigs? The 5090 I think has 30. So it's a workhorse, but again, I don't see myself buying it right away. If I'd rather get the next setup. I gotta buy a whole new setup, motherboard, case, memory, and all that. So I do have 2024. Yeah, I have 24 gigs. Oh, sorry, yeah, 24 gigs in the 3090. Let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure it's 24. Yeah. Well, the 3090 is slow though. You do better to go for the yeah, 24 gigs. My RAM's high too, but that's like DDR4. That's not. So that's what I got. And then this is all my hard drives together. So I think that's all my hard drives together. And I'm talking like outside CAD editor. They do a lot of video editing and stuff. So don't get like, oh my God, he has his computer. No, it's all like extra storage. It's like 8 hard drives or something altogether. Yeah, I upgraded the RAM a while ago. That's as far as I'd go. I really think 64 is the lowest that you want to go for RAM now. Like everyone's like, oh, 32 is fine. I don't think it will be, because that's another thing that the simulator likes is RAM. If you have more, it uses more. That's basically how it works. All right, we are direct to Charlie X-Ray Romeo and making our way to Providence. Out on our left should be Lake Erie. We can see, oh wait, I'm not, nope, we're not there yet. Sorry, I was looking at that wrong.
534, 11, 6000, 010.
Yeah, it flies itself. You program it all in, it flies itself. It's amazing.
Heading 040.
Alright, 4040 on the heading permit. 534.
But yeah, the 24 gigs gets all used up in VRAM if you're running like payware scenery and this and that. Like the Providence indie build scenery is amazing, but that like almost uses all my VRAM to run everything. So I don't know if that's an optimization thing or what, because I don't know how people get away with like less than that. I wouldn't go 8 gigs anymore. I'd go at least 12. And again, I'd rather keep my 3090, buy a new build, put my 3090 in it, and then save up for the 5090. And I've already priced out like an AMD and an Intel setup, but I don't know. Those newer Intel processors, I don't know what's going on with those. I know the i14, that's Cleveland Center pricing. Go over there. Yep. 119.875. Check it out. Cleveland Center, Echo Foxtrot Alpha 2480 with you at their flight level 370. That go through? Try it again. Cleveland Center, Echo Foxtrot Alpha 2480 with you, flight level 370.
Echo Foxtrot Alpha 2480, Cleveland Center, low radar contact.
American E64, reduce speed to 170, that is a maintain 4.
He was very low, so I'll turn him up. Can you hear the ATC? Let me know if you can.
Charlie, Cleveland Center, low radar contact.
There you go.
Yeah, 2467, Connect New York, 125.32 here.
Alright, so we're all set.
American 534, descend maintain 5,000.
You can?
Reduce speed to 170.
5,000 and 112.170.
Good, because I had the output wrong before and you couldn't hear any VATSIM at all. But yeah, we just keep flying this till we see that top of the descent thing coming down, and then we start planning our descent.
Blue Street 5158 on the top.
Blue Street 5158.
533 Echo Charlie, Cleveland Center, hello, runway 14.
Detroit's going to be out there off our left out there. I don't know if we'll see anything. It's way out there. If I said Eric Flight Airlines, you probably would understand. So I said Echo Foxtrot Alpha 2480. They used to have it so that you could put your prefixes in there, and it would do that for you. Let's go to center, by the way.
Delta 2317 Spencer, maintain flight level 370. Okay, I'm totally broken up. They get the top of 2317. And Southwest 2317, direct needle, maintain level 410. Okay, direct needle and climb maintain level 410. Southwest 2317.
Alright, just texting someone there.
Southwest 25, contact center 133.2. Correction, Delta 2555, RNAV 30, runway 2 and left, clear takeoff. Delta 2 and right, sorry. Gonna maintain level 240.
How are we doing on fuel?
Level 240, Delta 27.
Kind of balanced, doing good. So landing's the toughest part.
9536,
So
turn
I'm
left
always
heading
too high, but
060,
hopefully
vector
they'll
to
step
the
me down. I hope I'll have ATC.
Left 060, vector for approach.
That's the biggest thing. Right now there is nothing
So 9536,
in Boston except for
maintain
Boston
3000.
approach, so we can see if we can get anything from
Correct,
them.
to maintain 4000.
Atlanta,
9536, sorry. Descend and maintain 4000.
right there. See, right outside Toledo. That's where we've been. 125, 325. I'll get that ready just in case we
Number
get
503, Echo Charlie, fly runway heading runway 14, clear takeoff. Climb maintain 10, 10,000.
5.
Southwest 1797, did I give you a descent clear? Yeah, the crossing restriction at Lundy is level 290, but you're leaving airspace 3600 to changes.
Might turn down this chatter here. Just can hear him better.
Delta 1901 and then altitude maintain level 310.
310 to the 1901.
See current weather conditions. Oops. Should be a weather thing, no? Oh, excuse me. Sorry. It's gonna be around 2-3. I might as well just do all that. 2-3 as of now. We'll still otherwise.
21 right, we're ready to go. So 1653, RNX 30, runway 21 right, clear for takeoff.
Altitude 30 degrees of flaps.
Go to 2555, radar contact, altitude.
So that's what we got right now. Not bad. It's pretty warm up here in the northeast.
So 2555, climb maintain follow 340, delete the speed restriction.
American 2693, contact center 133.2.
Detroit out there in the distance. And Toledo is right below us. We're not going to be able to see a lot of it, but right down there, Toledo. Those are those freeware cities. So I don't use those in 2024. But they look pretty good for my
So 9536, maintain 3200. Air Canada 1483, leave airspace, 3600, maintain cruise.
Frequency change approved, Air Canada 1483.
very cool. Something I'll never do in real life, fly an airliner. I will be staying underneath flight level 180 for the rest of my life when flying. And, you know, me flying.
American 580, climb Skull, lift by level 250.
Charlie X-ray Romeo. And then we're going direct to Sierra Foxtrot Kilo. Did I miss something here? Legs. Yeah, that's right. So it didn't update
turn right,
something.
heading 160,
We're
vector
supposed to be going there.
Alright, 160 is vector for the approach, Delta 9536.
Delta 1007, contact center on 133.2.
It's there then. How come, oh, that'd be, we're gonna touch that and just set the descent planning. Just want to make sure it's going to, which it does. It seems to be doing that. Alright, let's look at this Viper 3 arrival together, shall we? I did look at it the other day.
So 1653 radar contact, climb maintain file 360, delete the speed.
We're going from Hancock to Pawnee.
November 1 Tango X, 13
I should have put the Hancock transition. So I should have put HNK dot Viper 3.
10,000. Air 563, Echo Charlie, climb maintain file 410, clear direct, Ponce. And that's file 410 on direct.
Norwich. Okay, that makes sense. But, That might not make sense because it
So
says that's-
9536, 4 miles from John Lane, turn right heading 240, maintain 4,000, correction 3,200, establish
Whiteboro
cleared
track
aisle
142.
2574, contact.
Right,
Where's Whiteboro? I don't see it on here. Oh, there it is.
ILS
So we
approach
Hancock
3536.
to Whiteboro.
I messed that all up. Turn right heading
Norwich.
210 until established. Apologies.
Again, I don't know why I'm getting.
Yeah, I was looking at
warning
that,
there.
but hey, it happens.
Okay, so if we want to, we can do Pawnee. So let's say, I think I gotta fix this. Give me a second. So I gotta go Pawnee,
Center Skywest 3324, flight level 23.3, flight level 350.
Hings.
Go 3324, done.
Cleveland Center, November 90313 Tango.
That didn't go in right. So that's why I wish I had an FMC. Hings.
90313 Tango is just off of Indiana County. Kilo Indigo Delta Indigo.
That would go
PFR eastbound to Scranton.
right after Hancock.
Kilo Alpha Victor Papa.
Okay. And then we're gonna go direct to Pawnee.
2800 5 to 5.5. Requested flight follow.
Seaward 44 November, D7 maintain 12 level 240. Number 9313 Tango, what's the aircraft size?
Nelly?
C-172, Cessna Skyhawk.
For 9313 Tango, it's block 6365.
Not in database. Alright, well let's go to Whiteboro. Good enough. It's not that far off. Execute. Oop. Forgot to do route discontinuity stuff here. Alright. Nope. 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 Nope.
Number 9313 Tango, radar contact 20 miles north to west of the Jamestown VOR, altitude indicates 3,200.
Pawnee.
Cleveland, say again, 13 Tango.
For 9313 Tango, radar contact 20 miles north to west of the Jamestown
Make sure I got this
VOR,
right now. So it's
maintain
gonna go
VFR, altitude indicates
Hings,
3,400.
Pawnee,
Maintain VFR, 13 Tango.
and then to Whiteboro, which
For
is
the
close enough to
9536 Tango,
Norwich.
24 clear to land.
Certainly, 24 Delta 9536.
Soggy.
2592 SNR.
Flying at 23 from Soggy on track to 055 to Warwick. That makes sense. Then track 049 to CB. Alright, so we're taking that over there. Expect radar vectors to final approach. Okay.
Seaward 44 November, contact center on 128.6.
TF Green's over there. Alright. Expect vectors after that. Should just fly the Whiteboro 3, and then vectors from there. That's what I'm hoping.
November 95 Bravo November.
Maybe I could have just left it as Whiteboro 3, but either way, it should be going through what it needs to go.
When you're able, 300 knots are good.
What's up, Atifa Azar? Thanks for coming out on YouTube. As we fly this flight from Illinois, excuse me, I said Michigan. Illinois to Providence. Coming back from the Airshow for the USA Flight Club in style. And I don't fly as many airliners as I do GA, but we're doing it today. Why? Because it's amazing. Alright, we are over Lake Erie right now. And then we'll be right near Cleveland. I saw that from the air last time I went to Dallas. So that'll be off our right up there. We'll actually be flying right over Cleveland. And getting used to my radio calls again. But the radio calls are pretty easy. It's just, I hope I get stepped down. If I can get some Boston Center approach control here at the end, that'd be awesome. So. Everything's programmed in. That should be it right there. Direct to Whiteboro and then it does the whole thing, right?
Cleveland Center, number 5955 on the ground, Pittsburgh, looking to take over IFR to Newark.
Full dashboard.
Number 5950.
What do you mean full dashboard?
It looks like you may have filed one under just Golf Juliet Sierra with no numbers.
Here with 3324, contact center on 133.2.
I don't know what you mean by dashboard. Do you mean like the whole like thing here? Let me know what you mean by dashboard, and I'll see what I can do.
United,
At 1190 Charleston Brandon, that maintains flight level 270.
Correspondent and maintain flight level 270, and that's it.
United 1734, climb maintain flight level 390.
For the package, I think it said Saturday. It might get there a little earlier. So sorry about that. I just think we don't really mail things out as much anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get to the post office till today, and I keep getting this recall thing, and I don't know why. Uh-oh. It froze up. All right, there we go. Just loading scene. Wheel well has now extinguished because the temperature gauge went down. You mean the setup, like in the computer room? That ain't gonna happen. No, because my desk is like got crap all over it right now. But I have a honeycomb alpha yoke, thrustmaster TPRs, rudder pedals. They're amazing. Redbird TH1, which I'm not using right now. It's the Cessna throttle prop mixture. Right now I'm just using a Logitech throttle prop mixture for this airliner thing. Not much. But yeah, I don't have the full cockpit. Yeah. Never been to the post. I can actually understand that. Yeah, only when you have to mill stuff up.
36,
So.
taxi Ramsey Alpha Delta, cross runway 2.
And then I have a autopilot and radio panel, but it doesn't seem to be working right now because I don't think it's configured. Oh, SPAD's not up. Let me get SPAD up. Just gonna make the screen blink. Be right back. There we go. SPAD's not on. That makes sense now that everything's not lit up like a Christmas tree here.
United 382, center, right climb maintain flight level 350.
But yeah, we do what we can. If you're wondering what this is, it's a video playing behind. I think you see where we are. Halfway through Cleveland Center's territory here.
Station 3 Echo Charlie, leaving airspace for his cruise.
She's going to New York Center pretty soon. Not pretty soon, but you know.
Hey, Trump, leave my airspace for his cruise.
I'll fix the capture. Thanks so much. 35,
Now I've got my radio and my autopilot thing, which doesn't really work with this, I guess. But if I really got the airliner flying, I'd probably want to get an MCP, put it right in front. Probably got my Tobii eye tracker right there too, so I have to figure that out. A lot of people are asking the difference between the Tobii eye tracker and the Track IR. I prefer the Tobii eye tracker because you don't have to wear anything on your head to detect your tracking. So. If I was a guessing person, I'm thinking about an hour and a half of flying left. Flying home in style in a full body cast probably, because that was pretty brutal. That stall. If I had about another 2,000 feet, I might have made it out of that stall. I needed more altitude at the air show. But before that, I was pretty impressive, I thought. I had barrel rolls going on, loops.
United 382, I'm in the altitude, maintain flight level 310.
Maintain level 310.
All right. Again, we're going to be leaving Lake Erie. Cleveland's right below us. How about we take a look outside, shall we? That's Cleveland. Man, I remember looking at that in real life coming back from Dallas back in 2022. We have some members down there The rest of your safe flying
Challenger
club.
12 Charlie Lima, descending maintain flight level 330.
Rob Valkyrie, haven't seen him in a long time, but I did contact him to make sure he's okay. He says he's doing okay.
Air Canada 46 Charlie Whiskey, Cleveland Center, low radar contact.
Cleveland, right down there. Get an overhead shot. That'd be pretty cool. Picture time over Cleveland. Go.
Delta 1653 leaving the airspace. There's the return edge.
Get this set up, ready to go. Up. Airport first, Eric. So why Providence? It wasn't because of SXX boats, because that's the closest real big airport near my house. But I'll be taking out a Boston Logan on Wednesday to go to Dallas. So, airport that will get closer, get all the stuff we gotta calculate.
24 left, taxi via Juliet 4 Lima.
Juliet for Lima.
Still don't understand why I keep getting a master caution. Like, I keep feeling like I'm doing something wrong, but I know I'm not.
I forgot. Cleveland is running north today. So runway 6 right, taxi via Kilo Lima.
Take 6 right via
Kilo's
Kilo
fine.
Lima.
Everything seems to be fine. Got a long leg here. We're gonna be looking for that top of descent. That's why I put the range thing over here. Got some traffic off our right.
Challenger 12 Charlie Lima, cross 50, direction 60 miles west of the Harrisburg Airport at maintain 17,000. The Harrisburg altimeter 3000.
Pretty cool. I gotta be honest with you, I kind of like flying airliners again. I'm not saying I'm gonna be the majority flying an airliner, but we're definitely gonna mix it up more. And I think the next thing is to learn the Airbus, because the 737s are kind of just, from what I'm understanding, are kind of the same. So we'll just try to do maybe a different one in the future. I have the 700 also. I might just try to buy them all. But the 800's what I flew way back in the day, in the Richard Airline days, so that's why I kind of got this one first. There we go, we're doing our slight turn to our next waypoint. As long as it doesn't freeze up the scenery loading. It's terrible. Come on now. Alright, I know that you take a lot here, but Sierra Foxtrot Kilo. And I didn't know the range on this was so big that you can go from like one side of the country to the other still in the 737-800. It's pushing it towards the edge, but I thought that was pretty cool. Our backup is JFK, by the way, so if there's any problems, JFK is our alternate. It's going to be a lot of just going over here. I'm going to hit New York eventually and do our thing. But Stony Fork VOR is our next thing right there. Grand Canyon Regional. Going to be going over the Catskills? No, not there. What is that? What mountains are those?
Good evening, George 7328, flight level 230.
I don't know what mountains are. Catskills would be over here, actually. So we are eventually going to fly over the Catskills. Closest I've been there in real life is Sullivan County here. Kilo Mike Sierra Victor. I flew the Warrior out there with a friend. But last time we flew the Arrow 2. Nick Resla. And I'm taking off the month of July because I'm going to Dallas and stuff. But maybe August we'll do a flight or two. And then I have to really build up the funds again. So, which you're all helping to do by watching the stream, so I appreciate you. Thank you very much for coming out.
United 907, I have your request for 350.
People like to fly airliners, mostly on Twitch. I like to do more GA than airliners, but we're slowly getting back into airliners slightly, so be shocked if we keep flying this.
United 907, climb maintain flight level 350.
Gonna have to do the max eventually too. I think the next thing to hit is the Airbuses. And I like to fly things realistically, or as realistic as possible, because ever since I've become a private pilot, I kind of want to do that. Before, in my early days, I'd be like, ah, whatever, start the engines, let's go. But if you take the time to understand the aircraft, it usually flies better.
Last very heavy, contact Star Center 133.2, have a good day.
For lot 3, contact 153.2, good day.
But landings are the toughest for me in this thing, so I'm trying this all out here. Oh man. Alright, we'll keep that there. Boom. It's just ground operations button. Oh yeah, let's put everything on here. Yeah. Okay, stop freezing. So you can do everything from here too, and not from the FMC. Cool. And then this gives you a map if you want it. All the stuff. Again, I used the free briefing from SimBrief online. There you go. That will tell you where you are if you want it to. Go full screen on that too as well. Zoom in and out. And shows you your independent flight path.
Delta 2147, maintain 310, not the greater.
Excuse me. Okay, let's get some courses in here. Oops. So let's I'll just set it for landing already.
Contact Center 133.2.
Not chart supplement.
33.2, make it a great night. 48.
23 ILS. Usually we don't do this till later, but anything I do now is going to help me have less to do. 23227.
Foxtrot Kilo Mike stop if leaving the
Missed approach 700, return to heading 350. I'll put this over here so that way have a little backup, remembering where I'm going. I'm also going to set this heading there, the current heading of 95. In case something happens, you can just kind of switch it over.
ICAO code for the aircraft, please.
What's up, Mary Donald? Thanks for following me on Kick. Appreciate that. Try and get more people on Kick there.
Not your registration number, for the aircraft type.
But I don't need promotion, so thank you for for it, but I do not need it. Thank you very much.
Foxtrot Kilo Mike Papa cleared to the Buffalo Airport via direct. Maintain 5,000.
Thank you very much. So.
And squawk 5131. Clear to the Buffalo Airport via direct line. Maintain 5,000.
Delta 930, maintain level 210 and do not exceed 279.
210 and 270 knots, Delta 930.
Come on, Sim. Stop pausing. Uh-oh. Come on now. Here we go. It's loading scenery. That's what's happening here.
Jordan 7328 to Mini Alpha
Foxtrot Kilo Mike Papa, radar contact 18 miles northwest of the Niagara Airport. The Buffalo altimeter 3002.
See, the weather's over here in the northeast, overcast, all that stuff, so. Now see, I'm reporting some weather there, that's why we're bouncing around. Here's that weather coming in.
Center, United Venture, holding short runway 6 right to the
Yeah, 2218, runway 6 right, clear for takeoff.
6 right to the takeoff, 6
That's what we're dealing with outside here. That's where it goes VFR, and we'll get below all this. Providence on Sky Vector saying winds 160 at 9, 10 square miles visibility. Overcast at 2000, dew point, temperature 2521, altimeter 3005. And it's supposed to get a little bit better in the future, not much so. Ooh, excuse me.
Was it 310 for Canada for Charlie?
April.
310,
Yeah, 120 cross Emma at maintain flight 320.
Getting it to our arrival.
Cross Emma at maintain 330, 120.
Here, 907 contact center.
Center United 1378.
182.42.
How close are we to New York Center? No, we're getting there. We're still in Cleveland for a while.
Yeah, 1370.
Can we depart out of Kilo Mike Lima India, Quad City International. It's just basically mostly a straight shot. It's going to come down here
Delta
eventually
274 Cleveland Center low,
in the
squawk
Providence.
5235.
Oh, Center United 683,
Which Boston has some of that over there. See what we get. Usually have to be Providence approach there.
And Foxtrot Kilo Mike Papa, what was your request?
I wonder if we could drop direct opco for the RNAV people.
Into Buffalo?
United 683 is going to maintain flight level 240.
Excuse me.
Flight level 240, United 683.
Alright, we are south of Buffalo.
Cleveland
as you
Center,
can see.
good afternoon, Delta 47.
Not going to be able to see much out there. Upstate New York coming up.
So 274 radar contact about 70 miles to the northwest of the Metro Airport. The Metro altimeter 3005. Descend via the Rock City 2 arrival. And expect the Alice Zulu approach from 22 right.
22 right, Rock 5 arrival and 3005 altimeter to Delta 475.
Nope, that was for Delta 274.
Affirmative, Delta 274, descent, CW52 arrival, expect the island.
Gonna cross the Allegheny, or we already did. That's a major river here. As you can see, the Allegheny River.
Denver 5595, runway 28 right, taxi to Bravo.
28 right, taxi to Bravo,
Allegheny Reservoir over there.
Center, United 2500 to flight level 141.
Gotta get some camera software so I can do all the different camera views just by pushing buttons.
Radar contact, climb maintain.
Maybe I'll look into that
Flight
next.
level 320 and third the Appleton Dior. That's Alpha Papa Echo.
Gonna be
Flight level 220 and direct to Alpha Papa Echo View 973.
getting
Foxtrot Kilo
down.
Mike Papa, it was just confusion. I thought you were going to Buffalo International, so clear direct Apuku, cross Apuku at 3,900, at Apuku cleared, RNAV runway 24 approach.
It's supposed to descend for me, but we'll see what happens.
2,900 at Apuku, cleared.
Okay, and that's where I'm gonna lose it with air traffic control. It does look like it's getting down.
Cleveland Center, Delta 4720 with your flight level.
For some reason, I was coming too high.
So the 4720 Cleveland Center
Vector's
low.
at 5,000.
There's another Delta calling unanswered. Who was that?
And the ILS has all that stuff in it too.
If not, Air Canada 46 Charlie with you, American
CFCDV should be at 2,200 feet.
River, flight level 200.
That's what it's saying here. Cusca,
Number 312 Charlie Lima,
1900.
not
And that's the
descended to
start of
cross
the
60 miles
lights go
west
down.
of the
Localizer.
Harrisburg Airport at 17,000. Doesn't look like you're going to make that.
Set all that up.
I thought it was 1669.
We'll get closer.
Southwest 1375, Southern climb maintain flight level 310.
I'm maintaining 310, Southwest 1375.
What's my ground speed in this thing? 502 knots. Not too shabby. 502 knots. I'm more used to like 130. 150. But really pushing it, I've gotten it up to 200, I think, in the Cirrus. But, very interesting.
Delta 633, center contact on 125.907.
2597.
Very cool.
Sub 2744 traffic, follow clock 15 miles opposite direction.
Yeah, it's interesting that you just kind of sit back after you program everything, just keep an eye on it, and it does everything itself. I'm still intrigued by that.
I guess Cleveland is back. I got disconnected. Number 5313 Charlie Tango, or correction Tango, contact New York Center 125.36 p.m.
That's what I'm expecting for a handoff.
125.325. 13 Tango. See ya.
Wouldn't see.
Number 312 Charlie Lima. I don't know if you heard it, but I'm going to give it to you again. I got disconnected as you were trying to read back. Turn right, heading 090 via full right 360. Just to maintain 17,000.
Sorry about this. I don't know what's loading down there, but something is. Come on, simulator. Damn it.
Just give me one moment to get everything set back up once you get logged out on Center for the next.
Cleveland Center, number 5955. We're home short 2 right. You think about 5 minutes delay here. That can be up in the bathroom.
Alright, just advise when able.
I used to fly with just the heading and selected. I remember those days. Wow. The altitude hold, the vertical speed, they used to do everything just like that. And I had my own speed instead of having an old program with N1. Or in this case, I think it's vertical nav, VNAV that controls that. It says speed in the FMC, so it's actually the N. I don't know.
Number 312 Charlie, I'm a clear direct to Harrisburg VR. That's Hotel Alpha Romeo.
Got some good clouds coming in. Very interesting. Neonfinity 2161. Thanks for following me on Twitch, and thanks for coming out to the airline stream. We'll be doing a little bit more of these as we keep going here, but I'm mostly a GA pilot. But I do like me some airliners again. Kind of miss it. So, from way back in the early 2000s. It's just what I used to always do. Not as realistic as this though. Excuse me. It's amazing how many pounds of fuel this thing can carry and how much it burns.
Center flight 499, center, Roger, flight level 210, you go direct to Butte.
Reaching flight level 210, direct to Butte, Frontier flight 499.
Next, Frontier 499, go direct.
If you're wondering where we are, I use my VFR section to kind of keep tabs on where we are. I'm going to the Stony Fork VOR. We're going to be in upstate New York. I think we're still in Pennsylvania. We are. We have no clue what these mountains are below us. Seen that across the Allegheny, maybe it's the Allegheny Mountains. Could be wrong.
Roger, I'll say hi and watch out.
And we're crossing into New York over here.
Traffic in sight, 651.
500 knot ground speed. Pardon my coughing.
Yeah, 120, leave my airspace, 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 cruise, yeah.
Contact nobody, 123, clear 120.
133.2, 3320.
3320, 683, good.
Cleveland Center, November 81 Romeo Bravo at Pittsburgh Airport, ready to taxi to the hatch.
Good. We're gonna have some coverage in New York, hopefully. And after that, we're gonna have to come in here. I don't know if Boston Approach will
For
hit
81
the
Romeo
Providence, but
Bravo,
we've got some people coming in.
runway...
United Airlines. And
Apologies, runway 30,
I don't know what
correction
airline that is,
14.
but
So which one would you like, sir?
Frontier Flight 499.
we're coming in.
Doesn't matter.
For 81 Romeo Bravo, runway 2 extender, taxi again, November Echo.
26.75, have a good day.
675, Delta 27, 44,
Is that two-way center via November?
November Echo to runway 2 extender.
Top of the set has to be around Hings, maybe? But we'll see a little dot there, then we'll start planning. And again, we're going to use my little checklist here to do that.
We
check the weather and all that stuff.
Advise cancellation 5 hour in the air on the ground. This frequency for exchange crews.
Southwest 74, 2174.
Come on now, let's go.
For 312 Charlie Lima, descend and maintain 11,000, comment New York 125.32.
11,000, 125.
Get some overcast. Oh, yeah. Wish my sim would stop pausing.
Echo
Oh, red
Foxtrot
button
Alpha.
lights.
9439, tax center now on 133.2, 33.
Echo Foxtrot Alpha 2480, contact New York 125.32.
Wrong one. Right one. Winds died down a
Echo
little bit.
Foxtrot Alpha 2480, Cleveland.
2480, go ahead.
Contact New York 125.32.
125.32. 2480.
That's 274 head.
New York approach, Echo Foxtrot Alpha 2480, flight level 370.
Echo Foxtrot Alpha 2480, New York, let's say hello. Who is calling with reference to Sea Isle? Alright, Merrick, just call me when you get to Hogs. As long as you cross Hogs at
Okay.
180.
I thought he was talking to me. I was like, what?
Thanks, man.
You're approaching 100, 435, close 4 up.
No, yeah, we're
November
right on
2
the
Charlie
corner.
Lima, New York, you
Wow.
up?
Paper, 1,500,
Seriously, doing the
Charlie Lima, descend and
registration
maintain
only.
9,000, Harrisburg altimeter 3003. South of 1968, radar contact, say altitude.
South of 1968, 2,100.
South of 1968, proceed direct to Pottstown, climb and maintain 13,000.
Direct spot 10 up 13, South of 1968.
America 679, climb and maintain flight level 340.
340, America.
At 2281, runway 22 right up, whiskey clear for takeoff.
Okay, so this is the Hancock transition right there. That's where we should kind of see what we're doing here.
Singapore
I know how-
24, climb and maintain flight level 340.
I know how to enter an intervention here if the altitude's that, speed's over here. So I'm ready to change whatever I need, but I need to get down. I never had ATC lead me down for a
Who's
long
looking
time.
for 30 right for weather?
And that's going to be the hardest thing, is just not doing the VFR
Singapore
thing and doing what you
2070,
want.
Carter 4 star
Listening,
approved, when able, proceed direct to Gretzky.
hearing. Here's my flows.
Like an offset of 71
Singapore 27 heavy, okay, when able direct to Charlie Alpha Mike.
Okay, when do you direct that Charlie Alpha Mike? Thank you so much.
Number 518 single Charlie, you up?
Sucked in here, huh?
Radar service terminated,
Wow.
frequency change approved. Set jet 975, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Sure about that.
Endeavor 5464, you up?
Yep, this guy here for Endeavor 5464.
Endeavor 5464 near center, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Yep, nope, Hancock. Until November Kilo.
November 2 Charlie Lima, just advise what approach you want to do in Harrisburg today.
Hit the ILS.
And then we're going to be starting the Hancock transition.
Okay, number 2, Charlie, I'm expect the ILS 3-1.
Viper 3, RNAV arrival. Just to show you what we're looking at here. Sky Hancock there. It's supposed to be at least flight level 180.
Number 2, Charlie, Lima, turn right heading 130, descend and maintain 5,000.
Let's see what happens there.
Now to 2281 radar contact, turn right heading 330, climb and maintain 10,000.
Right, 330.
I think that's Nelly, but it wasn't.
Brickyard 4385 New York, proceed direct to
N-E-L-I-E.
Robbinsville, climb and maintain 17,000.
Let's try that again.
Singapore 27 radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
That thing there. That'd be right after.
New York Center, United
Pawnee.
3550, 7,000.
So let's try it. See what happens.
New York.
That actually went in this time. Okay. Oh, give me a second. Oh, go back to route.
Alright, if somebody checks in, give me 2 seconds to respond to them before you call. That is 435 Heavy, New York, hello. Expect the ILS 22 left, turn left heading
Now it went in.
130,
Nelly, the
descend
whiteboard.
and maintain 5,000.
To the whiteboard 3.
down 5,000, expect 22, ILS 22 left, United, 435 Heavy. And at 435 Heavy,
Norwich,
advise you have
Soggy,
information
all that stuff.
Sierra, altimeter 3000. We'll advise 3000.
So we'll see if it does that. If not, I'm going to enter things manually really
Southwest
fast.
1968, climb and maintain 17,000, expect higher over ravine. Singapore 24, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Top of the sets right there. So it's still like 100.
USL Spirit Winds 127,
something
proceed
miles
direct to
away.
Merritt, climb and maintain 17,000. Net at 2281, turn right heading 360.
Getting in the clouds here.
Thank you.
Still don't understand why I'm getting a master caution.
Kind
Kind of making me angry.
Absolutely,
American 748, New York Center.
New York Center, November 518 Tango Charlie.
Query for WestJet 101 is able.
Number 518 Tango Charlie, New York, the Westchester altimeter 3003, proceed on course.
3003, proceed on course, November 518 Tango Charlie.
Sound like got some strong winds up here or something.
Next up, 3634, 340,
New York, 5259.
That's 3259, New York, how can I help you?
Coming down here at Westchester at Moline, yeah, ready to taxi to Charlie.
The visors are pretty cool in this thing too. See that?
Okay, just help me out. Are you on the
Bring
east
it
side or the west
across.
side of the airport?
To the front there. So you can like visor this
On the
whole
left
thing up.
Okay,
It also has the side
runway
visors over
16,
here.
taxi via Kilo
Sorry.
Lima, cross runway 29 at Lima, advise ready for departure.
Where did it go? Visors.
Alrighty, 165 Kilo Lima across
Other way, yeah.
Lima will call for departure. Thanks. Good to see you.
We're over here. Where'd they go? Did I turn them off? I must have turned them off. Well, they are in the plane. I guess I'd have to load them in with the FMC.
6 feet 560, follow the company, cross 29 at Lima.
Top of the set's coming up.
Spirit
So we're
Winds
gonna start
127,
descent
radar service
planning
terminated,
pretty
frequency
soon.
change approved.
Check the weather. Again.
New York Center, low, Qatar 5, Nana Papa passing 10,000 feet, climbing 11,000, heading 020.
Qatar 59 Papa, have New York, proceed to correctly, climb and maintain 17,000.
Direct correctly, climb maintain 17,000, Qatar 5, Nana Papa.
Brickyard 4385, climb maintain flight level
Right about here, I'm gonna
300.
start doing my descent planning. When the hits there. Excuse me.
WestJet 1101, we originally started deviating to the right. I think we're going to go to the left of us to get a better track for us, if that's okay.
That's more than fine. Very easy and necessary.
Singapore 2659, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Singapore 2659, radar service terminated, frequency change of route.
Next 80 miles.
Over the Unicom side of that Singapore is looking like a bunch of
That is 2281, proceed direct to Coke, climb and maintain 16,000.
Direct code. 30 or 40 inbound.
That is 435 heavy, descend and maintain 4,000.
Done 4,000. 435 heavy.
Qatar 59 Papa New York, proceed direct to Gresham, climb and maintain 17,000.
Yeah, Roger, told us Qatar 59 Papa.
Okay, very good, thank you.
Take a look outside. It's gonna be nothing but clouds, though.
Maintain at 700 New York runway 13, taxi via Bravo, Papa, cross T2 at Papa.
Lots of clouds.
There's a few that are
Bravo, Papa, across T2 at Papa.
area, but we're pretty good at this track right now.
Number 2 Charlie Lima, descend and maintain 3,000.
3,000.
Qatar 59 Papa, heavy radar service terminated, frequency change of route.
Oh, to Unicom, Qatar 59 Papa, good day.
Oh, excuse me.
That is 2250, that is 2281, climbing maintain flight level 250.
Okay. Alright, let's start doing our descent.
That is
Planning here.
English, Southwest 19.
Alright, weather's checked.
Climbing
Aviation,
maintain flight level
we got all that stuff.
380.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the FMC destination. Except for 24010, just means that's gonna be 240, 10,000 feet or below. Forecast. Okay, this is where we do a bunch of transition level, flight 180. Alright, the ISA deviation QNH is the deviation.
Number 5464.
What's the temperature there? So we're gonna import aircraft details. For that.
You as well, thanks, man. American 51, you up?
So we should be landing at about 156 knots at the end. That's the other thing, I go way too fast because I'm trying to descend, so. We're reconnecting on something. Hi, I'm kind of in the middle of a lot right now, dear, okay? Sorry, just give me a couple minutes. Alright, it reconnected. Sorry about that.
American 1051, reset transponder, squawk 6715.
Alright, transition level.
At a 435
so,
heavy descent
25 standard is
At a 2281, verify your climbing.
Give me a second, I also have to get my QNH because I can't get that to do inches of...
At a 435 heavy, 10 miles from Buzz, turn right heading 190. Maintain 2,500 until
Which is why I started this earlier.
ILS, runway 22 off approach.
190.
They have a chart online for this stuff. 15 degrees Celsius, so it's plus 10 on the deviation.
164 heavy, ready for taxi.
And
November 2 Charlie Lima, turn left heading 040. Unit 164 heavy, runway 22 right at Whiskey, taxi by uniform Whiskey, advised ready for departure.
Runway 22 right at Whiskey via uniform Whiskey,
okay,
United
I just get
164.
conversion chart. 3005.
Runway heading off CC right, around at 6,500.
Delta 2342 New York, proceed direct to Robbinsville, climbing maintain 17,000.
1017. QNH. Alright, so it's got a deviation of 10. Slash, what was it again? 10. We'll go 18.
Thanks, man.
QNH. I cannot get this to do,
please don't.
That.
I will get all the appearances going on in the next 5
Speed
minutes.
on, off, not really needed. Set wind altitude, so we're going to do flight level 310.
Who's number 1 at Westchester? Which is
We're going to do flight level
229, runway
200.
160 for takeoff,
This is to tell the computer what the winds are as I descend. And then 10,000 flight, I'll put,
2560, roger, one hold it short.
see if it does flight level on this thing. Nope, okay. Clear, 10,000. There we go. Alright, let's get our wins from our briefing here. Oh.
320, flight moderate turbulence at 370, all the right ahead.
So,
At 435, heavy
winds are
runway
at the
TV
bottom
1.
here, we go.
Nothing worse than lights.
Okay, top of descent, so I'll take it from, so...
And they'll be able to give you more updated report.
November 2 Charlie Lima is 5 miles from Pinto, turn left heading 340, maintain 2,300
Take it
until
from
established,
here.
Rhode Island
249 or
31 approach.
22.
Opening 340, that's 2,300,
Is that flight level
American
310?
1051, contact New York approach,
Okay, flight
125.7.
level 200-253.
Good speed 560, runway
At
16, clear for takeoff.
18.
Good speed
Getting this for
269
my
with a
briefing,
contact
that's
fail.
what you're wondering.
500,000,
Then 10,000,
With the
262
Roger, climb maintain 1,000.
up to 1,000, good speed 59.
It's Echo Fox Alpha 2NC480, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Echo Foxtrot Alpha 2480, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Roger, thanks, 2480. Okay, 122.8.
Extended 700, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
We're on our own. Yeah, I got it. Oh, because it's switching me over. I gotta get used to that too. Right. What does it say for auto ATC? 3005 Boston Center, cross wiper at and maintain 11,000. Okay, so let's get it down there.
American 147, contact center 119.
This is awesome. It like does everything for you. I'm so not used to that. Oh my god. That's awesome. Alright, we're gonna get in the middle of this. Give me a second here. It does step you down, even if it doesn't have you on that. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go down to 11,000 and get us set up nice and early, so that way we're not gonna have a problem. Now that should be descending. That is. All right, beautiful. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, now, altimeter 3005, so that's when we get on these flight level 180. No separation services, and cross Hings and maintain flight level 290. Ooh. So I should have read that first. 290. And then we're going to go down, step it down from there. Nice. Not used to VATSIM on this. Haven't done this in a long time on the airliners here. So excuse me while I navigate this. And get down to 290. And then wiper at and maintain 11,000. And then we'll do our own vectors in, I guess. Alright, so we got that going on. Destination winds. I'm going to execute that. Okay, fix, runway. This is where we get our fixes to know when we're going to put the gear down and stuff. So fix. Fix is going to be runway. And that's going to be runway 23. That's what we're expecting. That's why we're setting all this up. Okay, distances. We're going to do one for current altitude, which is going to be, let's just call it 35 times 3. I'm going to do some calculation. Times 3. Divide by... Oh, 35 times 3. It's about 105. Alright, so I'm going to do slash 105. Again, we did set this up early, so we're okay. 105.
243, clear direct idle.
I think I do slash before. It's going to be my first. Okay, that kind of gives you an idea of when we should have started our descent, but we already started early, so we get down there. We're going to do slash 10. That's where we start doing some flaps and stuff. Oops. Slash 10 nautical miles out. Good, and then slash 5, where we should be getting at our final landing. Configuration there. Kind of tells you what we're doing. Routes, we're going to check that route here. Fix legs. Get the Hings.
flight
Things should be at flight level 290.
And normal speed after 15,000, airport 1003.
So we gotta get that down a little bit more. We'll just leave it. Continue down to 11,000. So we're gonna go a little less than that. Okay, if I really had to, I could do vertical speed on this and then kick it back. So we'll see what it does.
Skyline 3401, climbing 9,500 for 17,000, 280 knots.
We're gonna be close. Alright, legs check, arrival star restrictions, nav, ILS. That we might need. So that's the Wiper 3. Let's do the ILS frequency here. 2-3, which is 109.3. I'm gonna put that in. Okay, now we'll set up the Providence ILS. What else do we have to do? Of course, 227. I think I already set it for the Providence. Yes, I did. Okay, landing altitude. Elevation is about 50. Minimums. If it's Cat 2 or 3 approach, it's going to be radio. Now we're going to protect the barometer, but I believe this is going to be radio. Because we're in ILS. So minimums are going to be controlled by the ILS and not the barometer here. Alright, now the landing weight calculation. This is where I was messing this up here. If we go to approach, FMC.
My airspace isn't starting until 14, but I'm launching down to 11 east, and there's not anything down there. I see the Boeing 73.
I think it's the Prague button, actually. Yes, okay. Now, we should have 7 at Hing, so there is no problem with that. It's right on for fuel. Auto brake is required. I usually just go full on this for now. And descent checklist. Landing altitude is about 50. We should set pressurization for that in the set. Anti-ice not needed. Approach briefing, fuel, IS, and all bugs are good. Okay, that's Providence out there. Seeing that we're done with that, we're gonna keep that going on. Okay, top descent, target altitude. We already started early. Bank angle is gonna go to 25. Foot level. So let's do that now. Now I can turn 25 degrees. Descent 10,000 is the next thing I have to do. Alright, cool. So this is the Ryan airflow is for the 737 if you're wondering where I got that from. So we're going to go down to 11,000 hopefully. Now I'm going to make this go down a little bit faster. I went to off VNAV to do that. That's so I can descend faster. We are a little bit behind on that stuff. So get that going down a little faster. Okay, keep it here. So what I just checked there on that Prague thing is to check that the fuel is about the amount it should be according to the flight management computer. And if not, you would put in a thing that would give you the offset, so that way it knows how much fuel you have. So, all right, looking pretty good. Seatbelts, 50 minutes to land. We're on a descent there, so you probably announce the descent. Hey, Allison, announce the descent, would you please?
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent,
Started
please
a while
make sure
ago.
your seat backs and tray
Allison.
tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seatbelt is securely
All right, now I
fastened
got all
and
that
all
stuff.
carry-on
I think
luggage
we're
is
crossing
stowed
the Hudson,
safely
no?
and securely in the aircraft. Thank you.
We are indeed crossing the Hudson. That's what you see out there as we make our descent into Providence here.
Well outside of my airspace, contact 119.95, and we may have some further information that's not the next frequency down.
There you go. Down that way is New York, Manhattan. Oops, sorry about that. And then you have the Hudson right here. We are above the Catskill, New York, Hudson, New York there. Guess the Catskill Mountains are back there. Yep, kind of see them a little bit. Pretty cool though, huh? It's amazing what you can see at this flight level.
5547, contact approach 124.5.
And everything's set up for our descent at least. Just a matter of getting down there. Again, keep the plate up here. So, double checking, cross wiper at and maintain 11,000, Providence altimeter 3005, and then it's all on us to get into runway 23, which I'll take a look at it and see what we have to do for vectors. We'll make our own from NOSA vectors. So, I'm hoping that this will do the wiper 3, and then we'll vector into NOSA. We'll have to see and keep an eye on that though.
American 899 at 700 afternoon.
Send a little less there. Okay, let's check here. Again, I'm not the best at the landings here, so please have some patience with me. But I love that VATSIM. This is the first VATSIM flight I've done with the airliners in like years. I love that it tells you what to cross at and stuff. That is awesome.
American 147, clear direct wild.
Direct wild.
Very cool. Didn't do that in the past. That mean all the way back to what was SATCO, air traffic control, before VATSIM. There's only one problem. I'm out of Gatorade. I'm going to try chewing some gum. Let me know if this gets annoying.
Turkish 2, contact 128.75. Okay, 75, bye-bye, 32.
Let me know if I make a lot of noise with the chewing.
Wing 959, climb and maintain flight level 38. I'm at the part of a 380.
White Bear 11,000. It's at 15.5. I'm gonna get down there. Look at that storm over there.
Okay, last one, please. American 724 with
General aviation pilot, private pilot, I fly over Providence a lot in real life.
Charlie, connect center 128.75. Sorry, say again, 623 Charlie. 623 Charlie, center 128.75. 28.75, 623 Charlie.
Seatbelts will go on at 10,000. We'll start putting our lights on, landing lights. When we turn off lights.
Vegas 742, climb and maintain flight level 39er.
We're also going to set it to 3005 over here. And there we go. Yep, it's going where it has to go, soggy. I didn't know it'd switch off on that. Then Warwick, which is work. Yep. CB. And no side, then we're going to vector into Providence. We have to figure that out ourselves. Okay, we're going to switch out of standard here.
3312, can you get the 321?
Just a little bit. I think we're going to make it 11,000. And that's exactly what you expected, according to the arrival chart here. So it's cool that VATSIM got that right. And then we're going to descend down to 5, 3. So when we hit white bar, we're going to start a descent down to 5,000. Set that.
United 974, direct Ebony. Direct Ebony, 974.
Why is this thing not working?
Delta 30 with me, flight level 370.
Delta 30, center right.
There we go. Oh, no, one more. 3005.
American 902, contact
Let's go a little bit closer now.
128.75, cadet.
There's Nelly. Whoa, Nelly. And that speed should do its thing here, but we can go up a little bit.
Or 190. American 904, maintain flight level 370. Latitude 370, American 94.
Man, they had Nelly at flight level 23. This is way too high. You know what I'm saying? According to the chart here I'm looking at. So only one thing on a Vera I wish they could do. I wish you could rotate this. I don't know if there's an option to rotate that. That would be awesome.
Vital, American 94.
Okay, we're tracking about 141 after this, but I'm gonna leave them run, but I think we're good.
Center Delta 14, flight level 330. Delta 14.
All right.
Center Delta 14, request flight level 350. Delta 14, I agree.
Don't judge me too hard on this. This has been a long time coming to get the ATC and everything.
Action 742, contact center 128.75. 128.75, American 742, good day.
Look, got the clouds.
Virgin 110, direct Ebony, climb and maintain flight level 370. Hey, direct Ebony, and climb and maintain flight.
Come on now, must be all the clouds. So in real life, again, they give you vectors on all this stuff, but we're gonna figure it out. We're over Connecticut right now.
974, got a 118.42.
Scenery, let's go. Load. Come on, scenery. Okay, we're 11,000. A little short of wiper, but that's all right. We'll leave it there.
Cross 35 miles north of Manta.
How's it hitting me now?
35 north Manta at 200, 4260.
Good. All right, cool. It'll do its own thing now. I'm gonna set the wiper, so it should automatically set the vertical speed to cross wiper at 11,000. I think. I might not be positive. Alright, then we're gonna go down to 6,000 to Norwich, and then 5,000. Speed should also be slowing down as soon as I go below 10,000. Should do that by itself.
First 110, got a 128, section 118.42. 1840,
Okay, pretend that we're going to approach here on the chatter.
American 1313, heading 240, on the 27 right localizer.
Heading 240, turn localizer, American 1313.
A lot of clouds.
American 1313, Fort Field payout, turn between spot 12 miles. Field Town, American 1313. American 1313, clear visual approach 27 right. Clear from the visual to 27 right, American 1313. American 64, turn left heading 300, join 27 right localizer. 300, join localizer, American.
Sunny, but loud A. Warwick. Warwick is actually where Providence is located, the airport. They just call it Providence because it's the capital of Rhode Island. But back in the day, they used to put up signs in the airport going, "Do you know that you just landed in Warwick?" But no one knows Warwick, Rhode Island, outside of Rhode Island, Mass. Okay, we'll just send down to 6,000, and then 5,000. We have to hit that intervention button again. All right, we're gonna start our seatbelts on. Once we're getting there. Ding. Okay, seatbelts are on. Landing lights will go on soon.
P-Mod 6091, 6000.
P-Mod 91, approach to be the 180.
Speed 180, P-Mod 6091.
Let's make this a really good landing. I never get a good landing on this yet. It's too fast and I'm too high, but I'm trying to make sure I follow this chart like a hawk. Usually I'm too high right now, but right now I'm right where I should be according to the VPilot and VATSIM.
American 534, turn left heading 320. 320, heading American 534.
This will be controlled like Providence Approach, so I don't think I have to call Boston Approach for this at all. Our flight has taken us from Illinois, International, India, which is Quad City International Airport. So straight shot over, and now we're just going to do our descent, get down here, and do our thing. So.
American 1440, reduce speed to 180.
All right, Wiper is 9 nautical miles out. Actually, no, it is. I'm going to go down to 6,000 right now. Let's see if it descends or doesn't. If not, I have to hit the altitude intervention button. Oh, someone just flushed the toilet. Did you hear that? You're not supposed to be out of your seat.
American 534, taxi follows, 11 o'clock. American Airbus, 4 miles west on file.
Get in your seat. Seatbelt on. All right, landing lights, runway turn off lights. Bank angles 25, already set it for that. Pressurization is good. Set where it should be. And check the recall, it's fine. Flaps check, fuel, check that's balanced, it's close enough. Lights good, angle of bank, good. Pressurization, seatbelts are on. Recall checked. All right. Set the local pressure. I already did. 3005. That's because this is for Ryanair, which is in Europe. Frequencies. Good. We're on to 122.8 for that. Range rings. We'll check those. Again, this is going to tell me when to set things up. But look, it kind of has everything I need right now. So I can do like a heading select and do all that stuff for the vectors. Idents, we'll check that when we get there. Standby instruments are good. Courses are checked. 227. Okay, now we're going to go on to 5,000. Get down here a little faster. So speed. Okay. Supposed to be 5,000 to Soggy, and then when we get to CB, we go down to 3,000. Night Wolf 49. Thanks for rating the channel, my friend. Party of 10. You came at the most important time. It's called Where I Mess Up. Landing the 737. Thanks for rating, man. Appreciate it. Time to get real. I'm gonna take the gum out of my mouth now. But we're descending into Providence. I am usually a GA pilot because I am a real private pilot. I usually do that in the sim, but today I wanted to take out the airliner and actually do a VAT sim for the first time in like 20-something years. So we're doing our best here according to the Ryanair flows checklist. Feel free to stay tuned, but I'm going to be thinking a lot as of now. I'm doing my descent down to 5,000, which was supposed to be there around Soggy, but we're still too high. So my tech review, welcome on Twitch. I'm starting to feel the G's in the butt kicker. And by the way, when I practice this off stream, I'm always too high, so I'm paranoid and trying to get down. My landings never go right, but everything else goes right. So I'm gonna see what happens. Nightwolf 49, thanks for following the channel. I do want to do some more airliners along with the GA that I usually do. Today was the day, and it was a perfect opportunity. So I flew in the Virtue USA Flying Club Airshow. So I did a mock 737-800, you know, private flight with myself getting back to where I live, which is Massachusetts, but outside of Providence, Rhode Island. So like 20 minutes out from where FS Expo was. So that's why it was easy to get to FS Expo. All right, we are going to Warwick, which is short for Warwick, Rhode Island. I should be at 5,000. We're getting there. That's awesome. Clouds, clouds, clouds. And then once we hit CB, which is probably for the CB Quonset Naval Base. They had CBs stationed back there. My grandfather was actually one of them. They'd probably named the CB intersection for that. But we got to get down to 3,000 before we got to Nosa. Nosa. Yeah, don't follow their recommendation. I'm following the chart to the bare minimum so I can get down there. But there's Providence. We're going to do vectors to the right to get in there and then do our thing. So that's going to come after Nosa. We're going to vector ourselves in at 3,000 feet and hopefully capture what we need. This says for, should be down to 2,200 though, or our ILS 23. I'm reading everything right. It's just a matter of getting this right. I'm not real well instrument rated. I did do half the instrument lessons, but I never really finished it because of cost and flying for fun. So there's our thing there. So let's brief this approach together, shall we? So localized is 109.3. There we go. All that. All right. Missed approach. Climb to 700, then climbing right turn to 2,500 on heading 350. And the Providence VOR radial 321. That makes sense. Okay. So you should join the radial 321 from there to the Fosty intersection. Norwood will be 23.5 nautical miles away, and we're going to hold a standard hold there. I plan on landing this thing though. Providence approach we're not dialed into because we're using VATSIM 122.8. Providence Tower is 120.7, so we should probably get that in here.
We have the field.
That's going to be our tower fixture to announce our position. Must go faster. Must go faster.
175 mile final.
Probably should have done this before. That's alright. Again, I appreciate your patience as I get all this stuff done. Alright. Yeah, we're right alongside there. No sir. CB. We go back to the Viper 3 arrival.
Okay, we'll cross over.
CB, we should be crossing at 5. We're at 5. We're going to go down to 3 in a second. Let's VNAV this thing. We're below 250. I didn't even check for that. I'm going to set this for 3. It's not going to go right away until I hit that altitude intervention button. Just learned that now. That should get us to VUSA. I get a little vector in here, take a right turn into there and land this thing. Thanks again for your patience and understanding that this is pretty crucial for me right now. Sterile cockpit, everybody. I'm going to call it now. Sterile cockpit.
West 9798, turn left heading 360, going to maintain 4,000.
I'm going to come wide out here and come right in. So heading's 47 right now. Let's set that. Anything we can do now, probably be good. Close. All right, so let's do altitude intervention here. 3,000. That should bring us down to 3,000.
1440
Vectors after this. We're going to go heading select. We're going to keep it going at 046. Vector our way in here. Pick up some speed. I don't know, man. Doing that. Going a little too fast there, my friend. Excellent checklist. Make sure we did. Set flaps. Already did that. Transition level frequencies 2. Check. We got all that. All right. Approach. Terrain monitoring on.
9798, turn left heading 320.
Okay, we're also going for the VSD pilot monitoring on. We got the traffic button I hit twice. Center twice, sorry. That gives me a descent profile right there. Okay, terrain monitoring. Already did that. Right, flaps 10 nautical miles. That's the outer ring there. Zoom this in. So I'm going to come around, and when I hit here, that's when I hit the flaps. That's why we do the range rings. I hit the wrong thing. Alright, now we're in vectors. So let's switch this to heading. Come down to 2200. And this is where they would be giving me instructions, but we're on heading. Vertical nav not needed. And that should keep me going up to 2200. Okay. See what we're doing here. We're on the ILS now. Now we are supposed to be 2200, as you see over there. And the terrain looks terrible. It's still loading scenery or something.
Contact tower 145.
Slow this thing down. Speed intervention. Slow it down to like 200. Alright, we're going to set this up wide for ourselves to make sure we're down here. Slow it down to 180 actually.
9798,
They be telling me all this, by the way, so. Alright, Providence is that way. We're going to use our radar over here. We're going to vector out to the right. We're going to turn to the right. Turn right around. And intercept our initial approach fix of Charlie Foxtrot, Charlie Delta Victor. And actually, There is a way to skip that. So if we do this,
Quick Air 4689, turn thing 360, it's going to maintain 3000.
360 and 3000, Quick Air 4689.
if I do this, it'll go right there, right? Yeah. Yeah. All right, good. We're gonna wait though when I get out of that range there.
Maintain 4000.
See that? It'll turn there if I need it to. I think I'm okay.
Mike 796 with you, 67.
Definitely down where we need to be.
796,
Man, I'm so used to flying this in real life and not worrying about what airliners have to do. Oh, last time I flew over Providence, they vectored me south of it to get out of the way for traffic. So, all right, we're gonna do direct as soon as it'll turn around. Right, I want to set this up really nice, so I'm gonna go a little further and do that. I guess we're now it's gonna turn. So I didn't even have to do heading. Oh. I should be nav and LNAV, but I don't want to do that. Actually, let's get rid of VNAV speeds. I don't want the speed there. I don't want to be slower than that. Seeing them getting towards that thing there. Let's get to 220. Okay.
Field side, Quick Air 4689.
Once we get close, I'll put approach on. Hope it do its thing. Alright, let's double check this. Arm approach mode. Okay. 10 nautical mile, 10 DME from touchdown, 5 flaps, runway heading. It should be 227, so let's get that set up. Sorry that the scenery's not loading. That's the MSFS being MSFS. Oh, crap, come on now.
Frontier Flight 9, turn left
Slow it
360.
down. Slow it down more.
American 796, trying to maintain 4000.
Out of 6 for 4000, American 796.
Okay, airport is coming up. 10 nautical miles out with this outer ring. That's where we put some flaps in. Let's worry about the landing here. Alright, speed VREF is 156. That's about what we should be going for approach. 515 above that. So start switches continuous. Recall check. Good. Speed brake arm and green light. You're gonna arm it.
Quick Air 4689, contact tower 18.5.
Speed brake arm. I think that's all I have to do, right? Did I go too far on that? It's arm, that's all that matters. Okay. So, coming in on the initial approach fix. Landing gear will go down. Landing lights all on. Check. Okay. Oh, crap, what did I do? Approach. Uh-oh. Speed. What's going on? Yeah, okay, I got you. I don't know why it disconnected. That was weird. I must have hit something. Crap, why am I? Oh, damn it. No. Damn it. Go down. No, wait till high again.
Right, hang 180.
Right, 180, max 790.
Dude, this is not good. Get us down. Runway heading. What? What? I haven't done anything. There should be no stalling. Alright, still have time to fix this. But we're a little high. Jesus. Slow it down. That's because VNAV and LNAV came back on.
Next 796, turn right, hang 240, join 27 right, left blacker.
Right, 240, join 27, right, local.
Am I missing something, or is this going up when I said go down? Alright, let's go. Damn it. Everything got messed up because of that.
Stay down to 2,100, the max 796.
Let's get our flaps in.
Next 796, cruisers report 327 right, maintain 170 knots, 5 miles on.
Looking a little off there, though.
Division approach, 27 right, max 7.
Oh, this is bad. Something happened with that autopilot button.
160 to 5 miles.
Here's the, there it is. Alright, you know what? Damn it, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go with this auto throttle off. I'm just gonna do it myself.
5142,
Slow it down. Okay, full flaps. We gotta get down early.
5142, maintain 4,000.
Gear down. My butt is being buzzed by my butt kicker big time. Can't tell if I'm overspeeding or not. Gliding it in here. Okay, prepare for landing. I'm gonna try my best here. Sorry about the scenery loading. It is doing a crappy job of that. Alright, we're doing better than before, believe it or not. Looks like we're doing pretty good. Keep an eye on the speed here as the scenery loads. It's just a fly to like Providence, by the way, little jets now.
And then 160 down to 2100, goes to 152.
Oh boy. Got some seasick passengers in the background. Okay, speed brake is all there, 3 green. Oh, this is terrible scenery.
4. Take brake. 3.
That's 152.
Push 142, you stay still in place.
2. Take brake.
Yeah.
142, cruisers report 327 right, maintain 170.
Throttle out.
170 going to be 5 miles. PMDG Boeing 142.
Is this untouched down or not? There we go. F2.
That's
first
how
thrusters.
you land an aircraft.
Oh, thank you so much. That was kind of ridiculous and dumb that you did that. There we go. Well, even though the scenery is not loading, I actually landed it decent. Okay, very good. Welcome to Providence. We're gonna take a turn off Tango here. Oh my God! Can the scenery just load? Okay, auto brake off. Speed brake is good. going. Tango, what the frick just happened? I'm really sorry about the scenery. I have no clue why it always does this once in a great while.
Push 23627, approach, roger.
Should probably be on the pilot side here. Okay, Tango is right here on our right here.
Next 376 heavy, 17.
Hopefully this will all clean up. I have no clue why the scenery's not loading. Okay, before we go anywhere else, tow guide tracker on. There's the terminal. Gotta make sure we're clear. That my butt kicker doesn't kick me too hard. Alright, and we are clear. Let's do the checklist here. After landing, after landing, speed brake stowed, lights position, lights are steady. Sorry about making you sick with all that stuff. Strobe and steady. Nope, we gotta be steady. Okay, sorry about that. That's the elevation kicking in finally. Alright. I'm so sorry. Landing lights off. God. Taxi light on. Runway lights as required. We're going to turn this off. Transponder alt off.
Flow to 180, American 2608.
Good. Flaps up. They are. Now they are. Hit the recall there. Trim set to 4 to 5. Good. Auto brakes off. MFD. We want bolt screens now. There we go. Flight directors off.
Push to 627, turn left heading 090.
Turn 090, push 627.
Okay, probably would be taxiing at the same time. MCP speed at 100. But hey, we survived, and FS Realistic said I had a nice landing, even though I don't trust that. We'll check it out. We'll check the descent after. Altitude is fine. Start switches are going off.
627, turn right heading 180, descend maintain 3000.
Probe heat off, not on anyways. Oh wait, is it on? Yeah, it is on. Probe heat off. And lights as required. We're good. We're gonna taxi in to the stand. I still don't know why it gives you a takeoff thrust warning after we landed. Someone could answer that, let me know. Sterile cockpit is off.
Next 2608, turn left heading 090.
First thrusters on or something? No. So let's go. Get in there. Let's go. Oh, my brakes were locked. I don't know why. Come on now. Damn it. Alright. This is the Fly Too High Providence, by the way. That's what's been loading. Usually there's the New England Patriots plane right there, but I guess it's still loading. Boy, that's a terrible way of Microsoft Flight Simulator loading in there. Terminals to our right. And then we'll turn the APU as we come into the stand. And if you have two pilots doing this, one can do the flying while the other one does all the starting and stuff like that. Welcome to Providence. We'll take a look around.
5627, turn right heading 240, join 27 right localizer.
My butt kicker's going nuts. I gotta check out those settings eventually. Tango, Victor, Charlie. That's what we'll do.
12 o'clock.
No, I should probably be also on tower frequency.
Turn northbound on final, or turn westbound on final.
Providence traffic, flight airlines, flight 2080 taxi via taxi Victor Charlie to the stand. Providence. Well, we made it. Was it perfect? No. Was it better than before? Believe it or not, yes. Believe it or not, yes. I just wish the scenery loaded before we got here. I don't know what's up with that.
123.675, Bravo 9
Tow guide tracker on so we can see.
Goodbye.
Good. I'm gonna pull in on the right here. And hopefully everything will load because I'm gonna need a sky bridge or anything. This one will take the next one. Give myself a little bit of area here. Alright, APU is going on.
Okay, taxi via Foxtrot to 26 left, we'll get Zulu Delta.
Starting up. Wonderful light. butt kicker would stop making all that noise. It's gotta be a setting. Taxi lights off before pulling into the stand. They are off. I should have left them on. Okay, now there would be all of this thing. So APU gens both on.
You released at 3-7. I'll get you going in momentarily. Roger.
I should look outside, see that open. I guess we'll stop at the first hash mark. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe in the middle. Gate 13 maybe? It's a little bit more. Let's go. Right there. Good. Back into the plane. APU gens both on. Parking brake. We'll set that right now. Parking brake is set. Start levers or levers cut off. 1 and 2. Seatbelt signs are off. Oops, sorry about that. Well, they definitely got better. That's what matters. We're on the APU because the engines are coming off. That makes sense. Okay. Anti-collision once the N2 is below 20%. It didn't show because we had that thing. For some reason, my lights came on. N2, we're below 20, so that would be what lights come off? Anti-collision. Alright, I have no clue what's yelling at me right now. Alright, anti-collision. Go anyone looking at? I'm looking at the flow chart here for this thing. Alright, shut down. Fuel pumps off. Alright, electrical on. Should probably connect ground power. That might be good, seeing that we turn off the engines. That's why it's yelling at me. Okay. So menu, FS actions, ground services. Give me a cart. Set the chocks first. Then give me a cart. And then I'll request the jetway as well. I'm going to switch to ground power. There we go. Now I know what was yelling at me. A lot of things to do at the end here. Right, we're not done yet, believe it or not. Quite turn this central thing off. There we go. Traffic will leave where it is. Okay, fasten seatbelts off, window heat off. Okay, open up the door. It's the, oops, crap. Do I have a stand yet? No, because it hasn't loaded. Okay, we'll pretend we did. Turn, doors.
Door. We got the time, but we just want to make sure. Did you tell us to hold short anywhere? You kind of cut it off a little bit.
Delta 1688 Mike.
Okay, we request closing flight plan. Okay, we're gonna disconnect from VATSIM. So we made it. So many things to do. Anti-ice is off. Hydraulic pumps are going off. Hopefully, like everything loads in. Voice quarter on. Auto.
1410, we'll give away to the...
That's flight recorder. Voice recorder on. Auto. It's fine. Air conditioner packs going to auto. Good. Engine bleed is off.
Providence Tower, Bravo 718 ready for
APU bleed is off. Exterior lights. Turn them off for now. Start switches are off. Auto brake is off. We shouldn't have any shatter. Actually, I didn't turn everything off yet.
400, I'm going to 265 back to your box.
Auto brake is off. Yep, speed brake is off.
Takeoff runway 23, Bravo 718.
Flaps up, no lights. Yep. Parking brake is set. Is start levers cut off. Weather radar is off. We'll be in a second. There we go. Transponder 2000 standby. Standby. Thank you. CVR-CB. And I have no clue what that is. If anyone knows what the CVR-CB thing is, let me know. Cockpit door unlocked. Okay, securing the aircraft. IRS is off.
2012, roger.
Cab utility galley power is on. Left and on. Emergency exit lights off. No, he's supposed to be off. Thank you. Air conditioner packs off.
At a 408 is
Good. Trim air. Auto off. Where's that?
Contact Providence departure on 123.675.
Emergency exit lights. I already did that. APU ground power off. And then we'll turn the ground power off if we wanted to. And then battery off. Alright. It is secured. This should not be doing any radios.
1070, thank you.
It should already be off, so let's turn off the ATC chatter as well. And that's it. I wish it loaded in more, but it didn't. Let's take the drone cam out though and see what we can see, shall we? Turn that off. There we are. I did ask for a sky bridge. It did not come in yet. God, this is sad. I don't understand why it didn't load the scenery as much as it should have already. You think it would do that in advance, right? How could I remedy that in 2020? I don't know. But this is the Fly Too High Providence. It's okay. The ILS for 5, I think doesn't work still. So again, if it was 5, I'd be kind of messed up there. Here's the old terminal from back in the, I think it was the 30s. But that's the new terminal over there. Bunch of hangars. The GA area is over here. GA aircraft there. Again, the main terminal. I hope everything loads, but let's go look at inside the main terminal, shall we? It's kind of weird that everything didn't load. Okay. It's kind of crappy that it didn't load too. That's it. It's time for a new computer. If anyone wants to donate to the Eric Flight Computer Fund, let me know. Everyone needs a new computer, though. That's the problem. Okay, here's inside the terminal, and this does. This is my closest airport to where I live. So you know, major airport. But yeah, it looks like this. If you look at the any builds Providence though for 2024, it's way better. Way better. We had American Airlines flight right near us as well. And in the any builds, it shows you everything. So like this isn't a wall in real life, nor is this. But that's what they did for the Fly Too High. But you can go on the terminal still. And again, the any builds is way more detailed. This is not bad, but it's no. They even have the TSA over here in the any builds. But they did put the sailboat. That is there. The information's down here is where you pick up your baggage. Again, the baggage claim, you can't tell it's baggage claim. But in real life, you'd get your baggage here. So, any builds way better though. And I tried putting the 2024 any build scenery in this. It won't work. But overall, it's not a bad scenery. I wish that it loaded everything again as we came down. Here's the other concourse, if you will. And they got the graphics right and stuff. Got some graphics there. So if you're looking for Providence scenery though, get the indie builds. Trust me, you're gonna see how much more detailed it is. This is what was before the indie builds, and this JetBlue flight over there. I'll be flying JetBlue on Wednesday to Dallas from Boston. Concourse C, so that'll be kind of cool. If we go out here, the terminal never used to have this footbridge here. It used to just be you drove in and that was it, but they made the commuter rail, the MBTA, which is Massachusetts, go all the way to, I mean, they always went to Kingstown, Rhode Island, which is south of here, but they made a station here at the airport, which is pretty cool. You also get your rental cars over here. So I don't think it's all loaded, but it's decent for what it is right now. I have no clue why the scenery isn't loading. Kind of PO'd about that, to be honest with you. So, I don't know. They have movable walking ways there. Then the cars would be here. This is the garage, and then the train tracks would be connected to the bottom here with the parking garage. And then literally you could take the train from Providence, Rhode Island, all the way up to Boston. Or if you go to the University of Rhode Island, you take that there. See the tracks right there? So that's where the station is. So they've done a really good job with all of that stuff. Still haven't loaded in the gates though. This is kind of depressing now. But if I waited here for like 10 minutes, you'd probably do it. You want to go see Providence, by the way? Let's go see the Providence downtown area. Let me just turn off the distance thing here, because then it gives me problems in 2020. It changes elevations as you go away. And maybe I'll load up TF3 by the time I get back. But I live about 20 minutes east of here. I used to live 15 minutes north of Providence growing up. And it looks like this. I wish it loaded all this before again we landed, but I had to worry about the landing. Real time and weather, by the way, so it is overcast here. This is where FS Expo was. This is South Providence, not the best area. As evidenced by someone who went to FS Expo was like, I rented an Airbnb in South Providence and I'm scared. You know, that's probably the seediest area though. Here's downtown Providence once it loads. The highway used to go from here all the way through here, so that's why it's very empty. They started building more buildings here, but it used to go that way and then on. And then they did this thing called the I-Way back in like the early 2000s, and they built a bridge over this. This is Narragansett Bay, by the way. This is the big bay for Rhode Island. There's a bike trail that I actually did, which goes over here. And you can go all the way to India Point Park, which is over here. And sorry, that's still loading. But downtown Providence over here, I think this is flightsim TL freeware. Actually, no, this is the new photogrammetry. I took that off and I stuck with the Microsoft Flight Simulator one. But if you're wondering where FS Expo was, it's right near the mall over here. Okay, here's the hotels that people stayed at. I drove in each day. And here's the Rhode Island Convention Center, which is where it took place. So, but yeah, I used to gig down here as a musician and everything, and it was okay. It's changed a lot since my 20s. But I was the world's shortest bouncer down here. When I had a year, I got laid off from teaching after my first year of teaching, and it was a really depressing year. I went through a lot that year, which I'm not going to get into. So I took a year off and just tried to figure out my life. What's up, Netminder? 1976. Thanks for following me. Appreciate it. But I used to work at a bar down here. It's the world's shortest bouncer. So, like, Netminder, I don't know if you mean that in a hockey sense, but I'm about to go with my hockey story. I played high school hockey, so I was used to being the shortest person, but able to take hits. Here's the train station over here, if you came in on the train. And if you get the Indy build scenery, it'll actually have FS Expo in the convention center right here. Like, this thing will be modeled inside. Notice that it's not in the photogrammetry. But buy the Indy Builds Providence scenery, because you won't regret it. If you're wondering where I fly out of in real life, I'm like all the way out there in the east. I fly out of Plymouth, even though my closest airport is Taunton. So, but I fly over Providence a lot if I'm going west. So let's see if it actually loaded up, because fly too high, you're not looking too good right now with all this not loading stuff. 2024, I don't know if it loads better. I think it does a little bit, to be honest with you. But regardless, we're going to have to leave you from Providence here. Just have to put the buildings back in. Come on, look better than this. They were going to make the airport bigger, by the way. They do call it an international airport now. We had like one flight to Portugal, which made it international. But they bought a lot of the properties over here to extend the runways, and then people were not into that, I guess. So, but anyways, we're gonna also have to promote again my marathon event. It's coming up. I'm going to Dallas, and I'm coming back, and we're gonna be doing the special 5th annual marathon for Eric Flight. It's going to be flying the Piper Arrow across Canada on July 26th at 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. You can join me. There's prizes for people who fly like a marathon. If you donate during the event, you could be you'll be entered in a raffle for a RealSim Gear GNS 530, and you can find out more here. So I'm going to run the promo video. Here we go. This summer, the sky becomes our highway, and hope becomes our destination. Join Eric Flight as he embarks on 2 epic flight simulation marathons, raising funds for children battling cancer through the Great Cycle Challenge. First, a journey across Canada from the Pacific coast of British Columbia to the historic city of Quebec. Then 1 week later, from Vermont's Green Mountains to the sunlit shores of Santa Monica. Every mile flown helps fund life-saving research through the Children's Cancer Research Fund. Fly with us, watch the journey, donate, together, it's So again, join me Saturday, July 26th. I'm going to be flying across Canada from the west coast to the east coast, and then a week later on August 2nd, we will be flying from Burlington, Vermont, all the way to Santa Monica. Marathon event, non-stop. I'm going to take breaks in between, obviously, but it's going to be like one continuous thing, and I'll be flying this.
This summer, take to the skies in style. Introducing the 1977 Piper Arrow 3-wagon Queen Sky Cruiser. She's not just a plane, she's aviation's answer to the great American family road trip. With 4 seats, retractable gear, and 4 times the simulated wood grain, this bird's got the look of a suburban station wagon and the soul of a skybound stallion. Why just drive coast to coast when you can fly there in a machine so groovy, Clark Griswold himself would have traded in the family truckster just for a ride in this majestic metal mama. Rugged, comfortable yoke? Check. Luggage space for Aunt Edna? You bet. Built-in GPS to keep your dad from getting lost over Kansas? Absolutely. And don't forget the low-wing swagger and constant speed prop performance. Perfect for cruising at 137 knots while flying the tribe cross-country. So skip the rest stops and take the scenic route at 7,500 feet. It's the Wagon Queen Sky Cruiser, because the journey is the vacation. If you think you hate it now, just wait till you fly it.
Just wait till you fly it. Piper Arrow, I got signed up for my complex endorsement in March, beginning of March, end of February. So I've been flying the Arrow 2 for real life. But anyways, again, July 26th, 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Canadian Flight Trip Marathon. Then we take a break after about flag for 20-something hours. And next week after that, we're doing 2 marathons in one. It'll be the American version from August 2nd at 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Go to my Discord, tinyurl.com/EricFlightDiscord Discord for 5 more. I have a briefing, more info. It tells you where to sign up for it. We have some pilots signed up, but I'm trying to get even more this year. If you stream, that's a bonus because I'm looking really for people to promote the event. And I will see you on the 26th after I return from Dallas to visit my niece, and we'll be doing it 5th year in a row. We raised over $6,000 something over all the years we've been doing this, so appreciate all your support. And yeah, I'll see you then, and it'll be a long time. So even if you can't fly this marathon, feel free to get on me East server, fly with me. I'm probably going to do 2024 on that though. That's what I'm kind of edging towards. I wish that the gates actually loaded for us, but it doesn't look like they're going to load for us. So anyways, I'm going to call it then. From Providence, Rhode Island, this is Eric Flight. We're going to sign off here. And if you're on Twitch, stay tuned. I'll be raiding somebody. I appreciate all the raids today. We've also got to our following goal of 620. Thanks to Night Wolf 49. I'm going to give you a shout out so I can actually do that. Give you a second. To Night Wolf. I got to spell it right, or else I don't want to mess this up. 49 for raiding the stream earlier. There we go. Thanks also for following. Thanks to Netminer1976 for following me on Twitch. Thanks to Neonfinity2161 for following me today. Thanks to Envelis X for following me yesterday. Thanks for everyone for coming out. If you haven't already, subscribe on YouTube as well. I stream to 3 different services at the same time. So youtube.com/EricFlight. Subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 on that. Thanks for making me hit my goal today on Twitch. That's awesome. But I'm hoping to monetize YouTube channel. Flying in real life is not cheap, and I actually make all my flying money off a different YouTube channel. But I'm trying to get this Eric Flight 1 to actually kick in a little bit more too, because flying isn't cheap. Yeah, thanks for everything. I really appreciate it, and I'm glad I didn't get slandered on flying the Boeing 737 because I don't do that a lot. And we kind of did it, even though the scenery gave us problems at the end. Iowa Scotsman, do join me, by the way. We'll give you a shout out for that, by the way. Appreciate you coming out. All right, well, we got 2, so feel free to do 1 or both. But if you register and fly it like a marathon, you can be entered in for some indie build scenery. And also, give me a second, Drawicki Design is supporting that for the people who fly. But anyone that donates on either marathon, during the marathon, will be entered in a raffle for a Real Sim Gear GNS 530. I actually have one right here. I love it. Real Sim Gear was awesome. They said, this is an awesome cause. We'll give you a 530. You can raffle it off. So that's what we're doing. And we're hoping to raise $2,500. All right, well, that's fine. You come to what you can. I appreciate your support either way. I think we did better on the 737 today. But again, if you want Providence scenery, go at any builds. And I'm not just saying that because I'm sponsoring. It's way better. It's like the best scenery I've ever seen for Providence ever. So, all right, with that, I'm going to rate someone on Twitch. So if you're on Twitch, stay tuned. If you're on YouTube, I'll see you later. But make sure you push that subscribe button. And if you're on Kick, also push that subscribe button. I appreciate all your support. Thank you very much. Eric Flight saying, tip your bar and waitress staff really well. And I'll see you soon. Maybe tomorrow. I'm going to try to fit in 1 more flight if I can make it happen. And we'll do that. 45th class reunion. We don't want to go into age then. All right. I'm going to rate someone. Everyone, thank you so much for coming out. I appreciate all your support. We'll see you soon. If not, I'm going to be taking a video of me going to Dallas and all that with the niece, and maybe I'll share that online. So, all right. Iowa Scotsman, have a great day. I will see you all later. Have a wonderful day. Eric Flight, peace out.